Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Let me swap on over to the scene. Good evening one and all. Lovely to have you all here. Traditioner, Head Rinfi, Mr. Gareth, Apophis, Drizzling Rose, Eridastia, Drashnar and Busted. Good evening one and all. Just sold my 2,300 cost Great Sea Ray for 150,000. Wow, that's a big flip indeed. Wow. 147,000 profit. Very nice indeed. And Francis, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. How's everyone today? Jack, we've got Jack for the Alliance. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. How's everyone's week so far? We have a new Shadowlands beta build, so we're going to have a look at Relic of the Past this evening, because there's been a few changes. Blizzard seem to be sticking with it. They've fixed the Tuxedo Jacket, they've taken the test gun out, and they changed the casting speed of everything. So they do seem to be very much going full steam ahead on Relic of the Past. So we're going to have a look at that tonight, just sort of see what kind of things we've got and what we can deal with there. Agnes Gotcha, good evening to you, and Devon, good evening to you too. Did I see your test results? No, I've not seen them yet, Rose. I did hear that you've got a spreadsheet. So I will be making a spreadsheet myself as well, so it'll be good to compare notes and see where we're at. How's your test results? What kind of profit are you looking at with all of your sumptuous fur? I imagine that's going to be pretty high. And Chikiro, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. I think what I'll do first is probably just relist all my auctions on. Just go through the routines whilst everyone comes in, and then we'll have a proper look at it later. I was feeling a bit down this morning. Spirits were lifted when I thought you could log into the stream. Seriously disappointed when I realised it wasn't Friday. I had to wait out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Atestia. I hope my video from earlier helped for the smallest period of time until tonight. There we go. Let's have a look. Let me click on this and. Garrison results, this is from the views. Okay, let's move this on over here. Then I can move this over this side and have a look. So what have we got? Price for the vendor, 23.25, 3 bolts. What's the column on the right? Is that profit? Looking at that, Rose. Price to vendor. In which case, yeah. That's, oh right, that's gold per bolt, okay. So the price per vendor, and the 7 is that the relic that you need? Is that the price of your relic? You're taking that off, yeah. And expensive thing, the garrison crafter, so we've got plenty of fur, yeah, so that would see, okay, we've got a few different things here. Interesting, you've gone for quite a lot of the, I guess the heavy woolen gloves and pants are kind of the wool ones. Have you got anything linen-wise in here? Have you done much testing for linen cloth? Because that would be where I think the profits might be, perhaps. I feel so good you couldn't watch my stream. Stupid man. No worries, Mr. Gareth. By all means, you know, as and when you can is absolutely fine. They're removing Dinoboy in Shadowlands. I'll never be getting it. It will be still there on the black market auction house, Nikosi, so you will be able to effectively get it if you can save up enough gold in the future, certainly. Yeah. 7's the price of the relic, because you price your fur at 1 gold. Yeah, that will make sense. I can see that, definitely. One of all the crafts you could. Linen is 3 gold each on your server. I haven't stockpiled that. Okay, right, I see. And Rosie77, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well on this lovely Thursday evening. So I'm going to do a spreadsheet as well, Rose. And it'd be nice to compare what you've got here with what I can find out, because I know some of the stuff I've got is really cheap in the prices that I bought it for. And then obviously the market prices are going to be very different, so I'm going to probably have to do 2 different spreadsheets or something like that, thinking about it. Johnny Depp, talking about spreadsheets, how's yours going up? Brown linen pants cost 2 linen bolts, 4 cloth, sells for 50 gold. That's a relic. It's really cheap, isn't it? And 4023 Caroline, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I would like to see what happens. Let's go through. Let's get through the mailbox routines first. Get all that stuff off and on. I haven't got any music on in the background. Let's pop that on. System sound music. There we go. Oh no, don't want to log out. Turn to game. There we go. I'll just deal with this. Oh, someone's been buying some extra stuff. That's going to be interesting. Let's deal with my expires first. Get rid of all that sorted out. Stop crafting redeemed to stylus already. What would you like? Now, where can I farm cages barn if Nagran is full of people? Oh, that's an interesting one actually. What are the alternatives? Is that me full already? Wow, okay. I need to sort this one out. A shyless, okay. We can do that. A very shy Silas is how I'm interpreting that. We'll give that a go. Hold on. Let's give it a go. Hold on. Silas. There we go. I hope that worked. Snacks Aramis, Lamacho, hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Doing great. I've been farming linen cloth on pace for about 500,000 gold once pre-patch launches. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this turns out. It's very interesting times. Very interesting indeed. Auctioning. Run post scan. There we go. Oh, Snacks Aramis, thank you so much. 3 months of your Prime. That's amazing. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the continued support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Absolute perfection. I missed another one. What was that? And Project Hollow. How are you? Just found me from YouTube. I started learning TSM recently and found my channel on Goldmaking. Just wanted to say thanks. You're more than welcome, Project Hollow. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We're a friendly bunch here. Happy to answer as best as possible, certainly. And Reborn Hero, thank you so much for your brand new Prime as well. Welcome on board. I hope you're doing well on this fine Thursday evening. Finally, you made it on time, mate. Yes, you did. Definitely. Reborn Hero, thank you so much. Let me give you a holiday emotes for you to use as you will as part of the Samadan squad. Here we go. There'll be more to come in the very near future. I really need to read up on this linen thing. I've been avoiding info about Shadowlands mostly, so it's all new to on launch, but perhaps you should get the farming linen. Well, this is more of a pre-patch thing than a Shadowlands thing. This is coming sooner than we think. I don't know when pre-patch is going to hit, but I think there's going to be some interesting things coming out of various different farms coming out of this, and there's going to be very interesting kind of a few sort of vendor shuffles and things like that coming from this as well. So it's going to be interesting. Going to be very interesting. And Salty Streams, good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Relic 5 for Outland is only 7 Netherweave. Yes, it is. Pretty easy to farm or buy on the auction house. Yes, I did have a look for some myself earlier. I have got a reasonable stock of it already, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on, because that's obviously a new material. I was expecting either netherweave bolts or imbued netherweave bolts, but they've gone for just the netherweave cloth itself. There's interesting thinking behind it, definitely. You're working on this. What's this? What have you got, Jack? Shadowland sales. Oh, that looks interesting. I look forward to seeing that come through, Jack. Definitely. Oh wow, we've kicked off a hype train already. So thank you so much. Gifting a sub to a Pickled Possum. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you for kicking off the hype train. That is amazing. Lovely to have you here, as always. Let's have a holo emotes for Pickled Possum. Lovely name. And we'll go through there. And Jazzu, thank you so much for the follow as well. Lovely to have you here. And Implied Sight and Metkit. Interested thinking. It's going to be some interesting stuff coming out here, definitely. I think so. Definitely. Made all those bolts and imbued bolts. Yeah, that's a shame. I was convinced it would have been. But I guess have to find something else to do with the bolts. I mean, it was kind of like a gamble making them into bolts, but I would have thought it was a sure enough bet, certainly. How much space have I actually got? 97. We're okay. Let's just deal with the expires here. Let's let that run through. There we go. Contracts is a good idea. Take the rep contracts on VFA are in Shadowlands as well. I think they are, yes, I haven't had a proper close look at them yet. Coming back to WoW after over a year. Wow, Drashna, welcome back. Lovely to have you back. Should you focus on leveling your alts to 120 or should you focus on maxing the professions on your existing 120s? Well, because the way professions work now is that you can just start Shadowlands and you don't have to have any of the prerequisite professions. You might as well focus on getting your alts to 120 so that you've got enough of them to have every profession covered. That's what I would do personally. Certainly. Let's go with that and go with that. Just look, black Mage Weave leggings are 2 Mage Weave bolts for 50 gold as well. That's pretty cheap. What I want to do is I've got the start of a spreadsheet. I'm gonna start putting together all the things that are going to be kind of interesting crafts. Certainly the cheaper ones if we can get them. Oh, Drashton, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. Thank you for kicking the hype train up to another level, and thank you for your support. Double thanks going there. Thank you very much indeed. A whole lot of emotes for you. There we are. And good morning, Jazzy. 3:30 AM here. You went to bed very early. Thought you might as well get up since you was awake, and your 2 servers are down for connection completions. Oh, I hope it goes through okay for you. I've heard a lot of stuff happening with the connection, with the Realm connection. So, fingers crossed for you. It'll be okay. And Camby Sama, wow, gifting a sub as well. That's so kind of you. To Willax804, no less. Thank you so much, Camby Sama. That's so kind of you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. And let's have a whole lot of emotes for the both of you. And let me just catch up. I missed a couple of things in the chat there. Actually wants to ask if it's worth to max out any professions this late in the expansion for potential gold making. I would say it's probably not necessarily going to give you much gold now as we're moving towards pre-patch, but you never know. It will always set you up for the future having them. So it's time invested that won't necessarily be wasted. Certainly, I would say. Should be back up by the time you finish work. Ah, fantastic. And Annette, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Emerald Gamer, thank you so much for the follow. I might want to check your connections. Your server was being connected today and it's already back up. Oh, that's quite quick then. Okay, it depends. Because wasn't it yesterday that NA had a whole load of things that were down for ages, I think. And Commander Bond, good evening to you. Hope you're having a lovely day so far. We're just going to go and relist everything on first, and then we'll go through and we're going to check some relics out. Yeah, it's a good time to max out the older professions, like I've been doing with blacksmithing all this week. There we go, we've got all of that, all of that. I'll leave those purchases there for the moment. We'll deal with this later. 30,000 gold so far this week, so that's quite good. Happy with that so much. Saw the new login screen with the music. Oh, I haven't listened to the whole lot of the music yet, but it is looking nice. And there's the new Afterlives. I haven't watched that yet. How do people think about watching that together, or would they rather watch it on their own? I've seen it's come out, but I'm not sure. I can save it for later. Mouse, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. You're for it, but why not put it on now? We can watch it together, it's fine. Okay, there's plenty of votes for that. We're here already. Okay, let's watch it then. I haven't seen it, so this will be a genuine reaction from me, of course. Let me just move around some windows. I'm going to turn my thing off. I'll try and get my camera down a little bit smaller. I'll turn the music off here. We've also got music on the other on beta in anticipation, so we'll turn that off for the moment. There we go. And then Bonebreaker, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look at the Afterlives cinematic. Let me move this on over. Just deselect that. Move that over this way. And I guess full screen that. that should work. We'll keep the chat on as well. That should be fine. That's in the distance. Let me just check. Okay, I'll turn up. What are we on at? -3. Okay, I'll turn that up to maximum. Simone, good evening to you. We're going to watch the latest cinematic. So we'll have a little watch of this, and then we'll go on to the ready with the tissues. Oh, right, no spoilers. Are we on? What are we on? Settings. Playback speed normals. Auto 720. Yeah, that'll be enough for us. Actually, no. Let's go full HD. There we go.
The wild tremble before my fury!
Wow. That was a start.
The nightmare's veil is lifted. I return at last to the long slumber, to the great forest beyond, until I may serve the wilds again.
Choosing the Arden World.
Welcome to my grove, friend. My queen. I shall protect these souls through their winter. I shall see them reborn in their spring. No matter what trial I face. I swear it, my queen. I swear it. Rest well. And dream. Season after season of this drought. Here. It's so little, I know.
It must be done. Reclaim everything from this grove. Everything.
No! This is my grove! You will not destroy them!
Erelon, we are not your enemy.
Anyone who threatens my grove is my enemy. I swore an oath. My queen. I kept faith all this time that you would save us. And now you send scavengers to my grove? Why?
What is to come?
Ardenweald is dying.
It must be saved. The Queen has called the Wild Hunt.
We have culled your grove, so that others might live.
Will you sacrifice one soul for the forest entire? Or will you keep your oath?
Not fair.
Your heart is pure. I will honor your choice.
One last time, you serve the wilds. You will not be forgotten. Forgive me, friend. I will hunt for you, my queen. For Ardenweald, and for the souls we can yet save. I swear it. I swear it.
Whoa. Okay. Free purchase now, worldofwarcraft.com. Wow, okay. That got me right in the feels. I thought they were going to, he was going to sacrifice himself, to be
Dave
honest.
Greco Art just subscribed.
Oh, Dave,
3.
thank you so much. 3. Yeah, that was something. How are you, Dave? Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. That is amazing. I think that ranks, I think, up there as the best one out of the 3 so far. That was the sound design on that was amazing. Welcome everyone who came in whilst that was going on. Sorry I couldn't actually chat to anyone whilst that was happening. Welcome all. Thank you again for the raid. No problem, Dave. My absolute pleasure. Good evening everyone who came in. Oh, you missed it, Will. It's a tearjerker, certainly. Let me just pop my other bits back on. Hold on, let me go with the Streamlabs and Stream Elements, and we haven't got an Oreo cam today, unfortunately. Let's pop my camera back up. I think that's about the right sort of size. I'll have to check it later. There we go. Wow, that was amazing. Everyone who came in during that, lovely to have you here. And did I miss... Oh, Emerald Gamer, did I miss your sub earlier? Or was that just before? If I did miss it, I do apologise. Lovely to have you here as well. Emerald Gamer, that was brilliant. Thank you all for watching that with me. That is definitely the hype is palpable on that. It's really, really nice, isn't it? That's amazing. Greetings, Prophets. Lovely to have you here. And Gwylyn. Definitely the bottom one for you so far. Interesting, Gwylyn. Why do you think that one? Yeah. Was that Ursok from Legion? Was it Wicked Lyn? Ah, okay. I like people who understand the lore stuff and things like that. Definitely. It was during the cinematic. Okay, thank you, Mouse. I did miss it then. Lovely to have you here, Emerald Gamer. Thank you so much for your sub. If you've read that story about the dogs that go to heaven and look after their masters, I wondered whether he would turn it on himself and sacrifice himself so that the bear could live. Was my thoughts on that one. I thought that would have been kind of like the twist that I would have thought would have happened maybe. But the sound design was lovely. I mean, all the bear sounds. Really at the quietest moments, just having those coming in, and deep rumbles really set it off. Okay, by the way, oh, what was that for, Mouse? Pain in the left leg and back, but could have been much worse. Typical day of horse riding when stuff doesn't go as planned. Ouch, Mouse. I hope everything's okay. Wow. Yeah. Go watch it and come back. Definitely will. That was a good one. And Beardy Boy has waved at me. I can't see you here. Where are you? Ursoc from Legion. Ursoc, the ancient guardian who rules Grizzly Hills, inhabited by the fur bogs. Yes, now, I've not done... I almost did my artifact quest with Ursoc, so I started that quest line, but I don't think I got there. Trillium ores, no trillium ores in 20 minutes of farming. Ouch, Akalu, that sounds like a dry patch, certainly. Updates, new pics about your add-on. A bit old, is it? Yeah. The Brother Bear Ancients, Ursol and Ursol. Oh, right, okay. Thank you, Resagent. I love this kind of stuff. Ursol is the glowy blue bear, like the one artifact appearance. Right, and a night without sleep at the hospital. Hate hospital beds. Ouch, Mouse. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I'm glad you're on the mend, but that doesn't sound good. Bruised and a little banged up. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Anyone else I missed coming in, lovely to have you all here. We were just going through and relisting our auctions on at the moment. Then we're going to talk all about relics and look at the changes. I've got Shadowlands Beta already here, ready to check things out. So it'll be on here on Samadan, or Test Relic Dan, as it were. But I'm just going to list up my auctions and things first. Let's pop the sound back on. So we can have that on in the background. That's on. Right, that's on just the right setting, I think, where it was before. There we go, return to game. There we go. Shiloh01, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. And Syncopatics, good evening to you. You'll rate 1 Bastion, 2 Ardenweald, and 3 Maldraxxus. I'm close to that one, Lemature. I'll probably go Ardenweald, Bastion, and then Maldraxxus. Although, with... Lucha Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. I would think Bastion won for its kind of like its plot drops, and I think that one won for me for its sound design. Definitely making your Druid a Night Fae here. I think that would be a good choice, definitely. We're expecting them to, let's say, pull the ripcord on relics of the past in any way, or should you start taking them seriously? I think it's going to be serious. They are making changes to fix the things that were broken, the bugs and the things like that. They are not in any way looking like they're getting rid of it, from the looks of things so far, certainly. Right, let me just jump out of here. We'll go on to another character whilst we're here. And cereal for dinner. I love that. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Good evening to you, Luta Gaming. Trying to decide what professions to give your main for Shadowlands. Don't really have any fleshed out professions at the moment, so have a clean slate. Decisions. That's a good choice, Gwynyn. I would think enchanting would be a good one for disenchanting stuff. Depends on how much you play your main versus how much you play alts, really. Taking a break from corporate America, starting Excel spreadsheet formulas. I will be going over to doing some spreadsheets later, certainly. So I might join you on the spreadsheets. We'll see what happens. It's Bible to gather lots of mats and sell them to a certain Sama with your druid. Probably, if the price is right, I'm buying up. I'm spending lots of money at the moment. I'm at 963,000. We do have some more expires. Not a huge amount of sales on the potions front, so we'll keep on listing them for the moment. See if we can. It's Thursday night. If I'm going to get some sales, Thursday night's a good night to get sales. Let's just do a daily cooldown here at the moment. We'll do that, and then we'll post these on. There we go. I heard that you craft relic files faster now in the beta, 3 seconds or something. Yeah, I heard it was about 2 seconds for every one now. For every relic, so that's different to what it was, where it was it got up higher and higher as well. Enchantments, yeah, definitely. check out that video and Jack's professions. Between those, you should have some good choices to make from there. Yeah, they unified the casting time, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Let's just check how we're doing. Continuous curing, no Silas. That's okay, we haven't sold anything really anyway, so we'll just run through everything here. Have a look at that. So we're going to have we'll run through just listing everything on. Then we'll probably jump on over to beta and see what we can do on that front. I've got the beginnings of a spreadsheet that I'm going to make up over the next couple of days. Try and get something together about the relics and make a list of potential good things to craft for vendor profit. Is the ideal here, really. A meeting of Brutosaurs. Look at that. 4 Brutosaurs all around the mailbox. This is what Bastion's going to be like, all around the one mailbox that's there. Order of Embers contract, so people are making use of their rep buffs, that's for sure. And then we'll go and run a post scan of that lot again. I still haven't done a restock on all of this kind of stuff, so we'll have to have a look at that in more detail. Market value will be for a relic on the auction house over 10 gold. I think 10 gold might be a bit high, Johnny Depp. I'm guessing somewhere between 5 and 10 would be my thoughts, really. If you take something like Sumptuous Fur and give it a base price like Rose was doing earlier of 7 gold, which is like 1 gold per Sumptuous Fur, which I think is a reasonable price for Sumptuous Fur, given the time it takes you to gather it and things like that, then yes, I would think maybe 7 to 10 gold might be something we will see for relics. With the current alchemy prices, you're not even mad at not getting a Silas price. Exactly, Lemech. I mean, I'm not too bothered at the moment. If the ones I've got sell, I'll be happy. Other than that, I'm happy to let it go through. Collective noun for Brutosaurs, a sink. Yeah, I think that's very accurate syncopatics. Let's do Earthen. Let's just list all this lot on. This run through. Don't focus too much on DB market value first months of Shadowlands. They are all over the place. They will certainly be. That is good advice, Jack. Do I know when cancel throttling takes in and how long it lasts? I think it comes in at about 100, I think. Did you enjoy it, Will? It was definitely good. I enjoyed that one. First month you want to focus on average buy or smart average buy prices. Just have a look at what your prices are going to be doing over that time. Maybe not buy too much out at high prices. Andy Key, good evening to you. What was that one? Did I miss that one? Okay, thank you. Oh, right, okay, thank you. Mouse, where was that earlier? Let me just scroll back up. See if I missed that. Trying to remember the colour of the text, that makes it easier for me to see. Thank you, good to be here. Ah, excellent, okay. Thank you, Mouse. I didn't see the at there. Okay, I got it in between the two. Lovely to have you here, Emerald Gamer. Thank you, Mouse, for the pointing out of that. Thank you so much. That lot's posted on, no cooldowns there. Let's jump on to the next character. I think be gathering a lot at the start. Wonder if I should hold your stock for a month or two for the market to stabilise. I would always maybe try and make a bit of a profit now rather than hold on for later, certainly, and try and make use of things when they go high. I'm looking very grey here in my outfit. This plate gear needs a bit of work, I think. We'll have a look at this at some point. I'll just list everything on at the moment. Let that go through. What do I think about Brutal prices once it hits the black market? Or some argument might not even hit 5 million if it's available early enough. I heard on the grapevine that Blizzard have confirmed it will start at 5 million. As far as I know, definitely. Yeah, sell it when the price is good is definitely good advice. Right, mailbox. Let's go find a mailbox. We got some daily cooldowns to do as well. Need to remember to do these, and on Bridget as well. I forgot to do those earlier on Bridget, so we'll just go through Secrets of Draenor, Balanced Trillium Ingot, Learn Something, Blessed Trillium Greaves, that sounds interesting, and then Crafted Dreadful Gladiator's Clasp of the Medallion. Right, so those can go through fine, and then we'll just go to a mailbox, and I've probably got some expires here, which I'll go and deal with. There's some expires. There we go, a few more bits and pieces there, so I'll leave those at the moment and just post this lot on. Run a post scan of that lot, there we go. You can get one character near the auction house, let your gatherer send stuff to that character and you can post and repost. Yeah, that's a good idea. Price first month will be high and then it'll drop down eventually, yeah. And Belagarci, good evening to you. Yeah, you can always farm more later. If the price is good now, or near to good, then sell now, certainly. Right, let's go through the characters for the moment. And see the thread, which the icon will show up, and that way you don't need to scroll. Okay, thank you, Mouse. I'd wonder how that worked. See thread. Oh, okay, right. Yes, there we go, I can see how that works. A bit confusing, but I can see how it works. My windows go all over the place. I've got everything else on there, that's fine, that's working. I'll just list all this lot on, and then we can start thinking about relics, and what to do with relics. How to think of prices for relics. Work out what the cheapest relic is, would be one way to look at things, I guess. On my Uncanny Sales just weapons, your main is dual crafting enchanter, and I found that Uncanny Staves, even the sinister ones, are selling well. Yes, I think weapons do well, more than anything else, certainly. I do have some others that sell, but those are the main ones, certainly. Blacksmithing seems to be the best one. Right, we've got some powdered sugar and wild flower that we sold then. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go and drop that lot on. There we are. Just going to gather to start with, not really focus on your crafting professions to start. Yeah, enjoy the scenery as well, is the other thing to think about. Because it is beautiful, definitely. That's our secret moneymaker. Yeah, definitely. How much will it cost me to post relics on the auction house? I'll have a look. Wonder what the posting price is. I'm not sure what the vendor price is of the relics. I haven't looked at them yet. Probably not that high, I imagine. John, thank you so much. 19 months, that's amazing. Thank you, John. That's incredibly kind of you. I have a whole load of emotes for you. Thank you so much. Good evening to you as well, John. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Go on here, go on here, go to TSM, go to our groups, buy the things we sold, which is wildflower and powdered sugar, and post them back on. And MJA, or is it MJ, 1988, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're having a great day so far. Post scan, there we go, powdered sugar, wildflower. On there. Anchorweed is actually below minimum price now at 10 gold. Wow, okay. We need to have a look at that. Oh no, it's gone. It's now at 13 gold. What's my minimum price? 13.49. Yeah, there's 14,000 of it at 13 gold. That is too cheap for me. I'm just going to keep on with my daily cooldown, so I won't be making any more of that, but I'll keep stock of what I have for now. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you have to calculate that also. What was that one? Good question. Yeah, we'll have to look into the price of the relic posting, definitely. Done on that. So let's go through there. Done that. Is it possible to continuously pay for game time just with game currency? Yes, it is. The best way to pay for game time is to buy enough tokens, and rather than pay for game time with it, you add it to your Battle.net balance, and then you buy game time in 6-month chunks with your BattleNet balance. That's the best way, because it's more cost effective that way. Bridget, we'll do a daily cooldown. That's what we need to do on you. Is it better to sell the herbs you gather or keep them and use them yourself with Inscription and alchemy characters? Are you thinking for Shadowlands, IW Twitch? I think if you're going to level them up early, then yes. If you're going to level the profession up later, you might as well sell what you gather now and then go on from there. Oh yeah, I was here taking footage in a random place. Let me just disappear here. There we go. You love the start of Whoops, I missed that. There we go. Love the start of BFA for selling mats. Anchorweed and Midnight Salmon was like 1k. Yeah, they were. They were really expensive, weren't they? Good times, definitely. But if they always will sell, not a problem. But if they will expire and undercut, people need to think about the post cost. I am likely to be making my own, I think. And just check here. Let's just deal with those expires. We need to. I sold the silk cloth. That's not a surprise.
Have anything ancient to trade?
We need to sort out engineering.
Have anything ancient to trade?
There we go. Advanced target dummy, iron strap, deep dive helmet. There's not a lot going on here, but we will do the daily cooldown for the moment. At the moment, folk have got too many things to do at the moment, so we're just trying to organise ourselves a little bit better. Let's get an energy source going. There we go. I'm not sure how many of those I've got now. Where are they? We have 10 at the moment, 4 in the bags. So I've got 14 total actually. Okay, we're getting there, almost halfway. Okay, not bad. Shadowlands alchemy will kick in 2 weeks later when the raid starts, I imagine, yeah. Am I a Dune fan? I've not read the books, but I did watch the original movie. I haven't seen the new movie. But yes, the spice must flow, definitely. And Sandy, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Feng Shu doesn't really need to do a lot here. I'll just run through and post those back on. Let's have a look. So what I'm thinking here is just there's a few bits and pieces here that might make me a bit of gold. I haven't really done anything else with this character yet, so I need to do a little bit more on that later. The trailer of the remake looks fantastic. I haven't seen. When was the last trailer I saw? I think I saw a teaser trailer. I haven't seen much beyond that. Let's head on inside and do this. Run a post scan. Just random stuff. It's getting really sort of like cheap stuff at the moment, except for those shoulder guards, of course. Those are expensive. Where am I located in the world? I am on the south end of the UK. And one just came out on the 9th. Oh really? Okay, the full 3-minute trailer. I haven't seen that. That does sound good. Your run was merged last night. Quite an insane day now. Went from low to high. Wow, how are the prices on your server? That sounds like quite the adjustment, definitely. First actual trailer was released yesterday. Right, okay. Right, so we are mainly done with just posting everything on here. We probably need to come back to El Morte a bit later and do a little bit here on the blacksmithing side of things, because last we left it we were on our way through Legion. Probably actually worth looking for any Blood of Sargeras missions whilst we're here, actually. I think that could be good. Trade Baron Buddy, good evening to you. Enjoying my new YouTube series. Have you taken into Darkmoon Fair yet and done some fishing? No, I haven't yet. That is definitely something I could do to make a bit of gold, certainly. Newvin, good evening to you. Nice to watch my stream whilst working on your guild's logo. Oh, fantastic. That sounds good. Just bought 98,000 Chandra Ice Silk for 2 gold a pop. Probably only gold you'll make tonight. What are you going to do with your Chandra Ice Silk? Are you going to turn it into pants? Okay, back. Server's still down. So annoyed. I was hoping to relist some auctions. Got about 200,000 to go on your longbow. Oh, I hope you can get that soon, Jesse. That's so close, definitely. Lamnican, good evening to you. How do I find Relic of the Past so far? Promising? So far, so good. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. Once I've gone through and just checked on some missions here. Have you got any decent Bloods ones? There's a 2, a 1. They're quite close to each other over there. And then there's a 1 over this side. I'd rather have something that was a bit higher up. To this one, then that one, then that one. I'll leave those for now. Let's start having a look at relics and see what happens. So, let's go over to Shadowlands. Here we are, in Test Relic Den. So, things that are different so far, things we know of, is relics. Currently I can't really make a lot here. It's a relic of the past 2, 4 and 5. I could probably do with some more materials. How many relics have I got at the moment? Let's see, the sell price is 1 copper, so these are going to be cheap to put on the auction house. Let's just go in and have a look. Oh, we need to, let's just do sound on. There we go. So we can hear that at least. There we are. Again, Cat, good evening to you. Let's have a look here. So if we were to sell a relic, the deposit is 1 silver for a relic 1, 1 silver for a 2, 3, yeah, they're all 1 silver to post on. So that's the cost to think of with those. Okay. Unless you need that. Let me just scroll up. Not far from you. Oh, excellent, Emerald Gamer. And Kozakov, good evening to you. Making pants, yes, definitely. What else did I miss here? Make sure you get your rep with the Warden so you can buy their shoulder enchants for bloods. Yes, Stockcraft, I need to do that, definitely. Found the last gold you need, Raw on the weekend. I've been getting good sales since you merged with Frostweed last week. Okay, that's pretty good. Aurora, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Wise choice, not for you. I can't for the life of you understand how people can spend their game time doing it. It's a tricky one, definitely. Change the command to this for the community. Join the in-game community for EU Alliance. What, to have the Alliance emote in it? That's a good idea. Tell you what, can you put that in the Discord for me, and I'll remember to do it later. That should work, definitely. Are there any level requirements for learning the relics? Not so far as I can tell, no. Looking at them, they are available. I've maxed out professions on this character, so I have to try a different one. Random question, does Inscription currently make any money? Currently leveling it on the rogue, been such an odd profession over the years. Yes, it does still on the highborn compendiums and the contracts, if you can get the reputation for it. Depends what kind of reputations your rogue has got, because you really need the rank 3s to be able to get the contracts. Obviously people are buying contracts right now because of the rep buff that's going on till the end of the month. With the logo in it, yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, and then the other thing, as Kozakov said, is the glyphs as well. Yeah, that's other options there. Put the Horde emote in it. For the other side, definitely. War Scrolls and Tomes were good too, but not now anymore. This far in the expansion yet. I don't think people are using those right now, certainly. I've been doing the Stonehide to Leather Shuffle for Raw Gold. Prefer it to doing Mop on Warden LFRs, because you don't have to tune hop so much. That's fair enough, definitely. Fair enough. Got some super lag with Booty Bay, by the way. Interesting. Goes away whenever you anywhere else. For any goblins in Booty Bay. That's a really strange one, Real Chinny. Yeah, very strange. I wonder why. Maybe it's a I'm assuming war mode is off, I guess. That would be one. Saxon Girl, good evening to you. The agenda today, we're going to be looking at relics. So we just checked on the posting fee of them, and they were 1 silver to post. We need to have a look at crafting some. I'm going to jump onto another character. What we could probably do with, actually, is copying another character over. I've got a bit of a mess of characters here, so we do need to tidy them up a bit, get all their gold in one place perhaps, so we can have a look at professions later. Sam 3, Let's have a look at Sam 3. Because obviously the later character copies will have more professions on them now, especially El Morte, with all the blacksmithing that we've done. Placeholder. Let's just accept those. And something in the mail. What's in the mail? Shrouded cloth. Oh yes, we bought that. That's good. I'll take that shrouded cloth. I'll send that on to main Samadan at one point. Let me just delete that. I don't need that. Now, can I make anything relic-wise on this character? Relic, yes. Okay, we've got lots of sumptuous fur here. So let's look at the cast time of each of these. So we're thinking about 2 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds at a rough guess. I think from looking at that, can I still craft whilst running? Yes, I can. So we can still craft whilst running. And it's about 3 seconds for one of those. Can't interrupt it without pressing escape. Let's try Relic of the Past 3. That seems about the same. Ragemans, good evening to you. Yeah, it looks like it's steady at the moment. There's a 5 times expulsion in Borealis for the Misscale. Is there syncopatics? That's interesting. Right, let's try another one. Yep, looks to be about the same. Relic 3. Relic 3 was at 0.6 seconds, so that was really quick. Rusta Ferrelin, good evening to you. Do I think will be the best movement speed character for farming in Shadowlands? I'm guessing a druid is one of the first choices, isn't it, usually? So that is still going okay. Let's look at Relic of the Past 4. So that seems the same. About 2 seconds, no, 3 seconds for that. Is the crafting whilst moving intended? I have no idea if it's intended or not. Apparently you can do this with inscription tomes as well. But we can make those. And then let's try... Now this was something like 10 seconds. It's definitely a lot quicker now. Yeah. So there's definitely something going on there. So the craft time for Relic 5s is definitely reduced, I would say, from looking at that. You find the Falcon Source and Azuna, people have been really good about not taking a lever. You stand in the middle of a pile of bodies and the druids just pass you by. Oh, that's nice of them, definitely. Is there a new 32 slot bag? I'm not sure yet, Rossi. I've not seen anything at this stage, certainly. So all the relics have the same cast time, about 3 seconds from the look of that. And the glyphs later. Most glyphs in BFA were added later in the game. There's a chameleon glyph, so they are thinking of introducing some glyphs, certainly. I've hit a wall there. Definitely. Let's do some more laps. Just make a few more relics, and then we can test this out. They changed the eye level below the 80, eye level below the 87 on Relic 5. So it was 100. But the tooltip said 87, but what you made was... no, the tooltip said 100, but what you made was 87 in the last change. In this update now the tooltip says 87 and what you craft is an 87. So that's where it's at the moment. Yeah, there is a unique 34 slot bag available in the pre-patch. In order to craft, do you need to own Shadowlands in order to craft the relics? I don't think so, Stopcraft. I think this is available on the PTR for the pre-patch, so I don't think it is. Can you make those ops mounted or flying? Interesting idea, actually. I hadn't thought of that. No. I'll keep making that. Yes. So the answer is no if I go onto my Brutosaur. Yeah, I automatically dismount whilst making them. So no. So 87 I think is the sticking point there, definitely. The sell price is 1 copper, so the posting cost is nothing. It's basically 1 silver to post them. Yeah, they all have 1 copper. Looking at our relics here. Sell price actually 9 copper now. Oh, that's interesting. No, they've gone up now. let's try these again on the auction house, because this has obviously changed since I last looked at it. These relics seem like new relics. So let's try the posting fees of these new relics and see whether there's anything different here. So relic 1 is deposit 1 silver, deposit 1 silver, 1 silver, yeah. So deposit is 1 silver for all of them, yeah. Even with them stacked at different numbers, yeah. Oh yes, it was the stacked sell price. There you go, yeah, that would make more sense. The number has changed because there's 9, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm glad someone's got their eye on the ball. Yeah, might be time to make another account. I think so, for sort of just crafting in the background. Yeah, I can't pick up the sales. That's been a nice change, definitely, definitely good. Yeah, set it on 48 hour. Let's have a look. Relic 5 and 24, 48 hour, 1 silver, 1 silver. Doesn't matter. The duration doesn't matter. They're all a base of 1 silver from the looks of things. Changing it somehow to tackle the some of the shuffles. We've worked out the Tuxedo Jacket has changed. So with any of the Tuxedo stuff, you don't have an optional reagent now. So that was the fix on that. It's not even for the Tuxedo pants or the Tuxedo shirt. Well, shirts I wouldn't expect it on. So those are a definite no-go. But there are other things we can make. Let me just learn. I've got everything here. Outland. Yeah, so let's go with basic tailoring stuff. This is what we want to have a look at, really. Bandages, obviously I'm not expecting anything here. Optional reagents. Shirts, I'm not expecting anything. Optional reagents. You never know. Like the rich purple silk shirt could have been one. Tuxedo, obviously not. Cloaks. Linen cloak, no. Okay, reinforced linen cape is one. Currently it's 6 silver, goes up to 35 gold with 2 bolts of linen cloth. So that's 4 linen cloth and 3 coarse thread. So I need to work out, I need to start the spreadsheet up of things you can make, what they sell for, and what the potential profit might be. Something like that. Yeah. The deposit is actually more than the vendor sell price. But you can sell gear with relics on it. Well, let's make one. What have I actually got materials for? Not a lot here, actually. Oh, we can make some bolts of linen cloth. That will help us out a little bit. We'll let that run through. There we are. Must have missed it. What do the relics do? They are optional reagents to increase the item level of a lot of old world crafts. Wonder if what crafted armor weapons you can use relics on. Is it all crafted gear? Yes, it's pretty much anything tailoring. There is a few engineering and inscription things as well, I think, definitely. I did. We had Drizzling Rose shared her spreadsheet earlier slide. We had a look at it. It's definitely looking interesting from that side. Is there any old school crafting item that has a higher than item level than 100? Not that I've seen yet, no. Everything pretty much crafts at 87 now, at the moment. You've noticed the pants sell for more than the chest. Interesting, Rage Winds. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So let's have a look. I need to get myself some coarse thread, I think, just so we can test some of this out. Coarse thread, fine thread, and a few other things. Let's go have a look. Who has some supplies? Your engineering supplies. I don't think you have thread on you, do you? Sure. Not expecting you to. Hair trader, Tinker's Kit. Alright, then. Okay, let's go fly. I guess the nearest one I can think of trade goods would be probably over there, but I'll go to the tailor because we can get a few different types of thread from here. Go back and forth times the brown linen pants, brown linen robe. Yeah, there's different. Let's have a look and see what we have. This will. It's the chest, then the pants. Oh, interesting. So some are higher, some aren't. So I need to just really make a big list of the crafting cost of everything. Tailoring supplies. So I want 200, 200, 200. And I'm going to get just a few stacks of everything, really. Let's do one. Whoops, one of those. Let's get some dye going over. Oh no. Did I get 200 of that? My numlock's not working. Hold on. There we go. That's incorrect. I was only buying one of each of those. That's not going to do me any good. There we go. That's better. Now we can get a few more of those going. Bleach. Coarse thread. 200 on that. Decent amount of this. I'll have a look at the chat in a moment as soon as I've bought all these things. There we go. Now I'll do 50 of those. There we go. That's better.
Later.
Yeah. I was only buying 2 of those at the time. Now I've got a good stack of them, so that'll be fine. Let's move these out of the way so we can see. Actually, we'll clean up our bags. That'll be easier. There we go. Yeah, numlock was off. Yeah, definitely. I was only buying 2. Welcome back, Rose. And do the needful. Good evening to you. Good afternoon. Quick question: do I craft something then go post it? It's less than your min price. Is there an easy way to make sure when you craft your sell price will be higher than the min auction house price? I would guess look at your min price. Does your min price will have to take into crafting? The thing about your craft operation is it automatically takes into crafting as the base profit. So your min price will have to be something like crafting plus a whole load of other things. And that's your min price. And then for your crafting operation, you take the crafting off and just keep all the other things, and then that would match the min price of the other min price. I hope that makes sense, because the crafting operation takes into account the crafting price first. So that's where there'll be a difference. Valhera the One, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Do I know why the crafting cost for some Legion and BFA items is shown as times 20? This throws off pricing formulas like herbs, for example. Excuse me. TSM should take into account the multiples that come from it, certainly. Dizzy USA, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Of TSM Sniper, how did you find it? Did you was it useful? And John Larimore, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. With an optional reagent attached, you'll pay more deposit cost without it if you're correct. Let's make 2. We've made a few things here, so we need to make. So let's have a look. Let's go all the way down. Hold on. Whilst I'm here, Legion, Draenor, Pandaria, Cataclysm, Northrend, Outland. Right, regular tailoring. So we've got. I could probably just make a few things here. Blue linen vest is item level 13 with no. That's with no reagent on it. Let's make a 1. Let's just make a set of these. Let's make it 2. And we'll see what happens. There we go. Yeah, so it's based on the vendor price. I would expect it to be higher. Definitely. What kind of price it is, we'll have to see. Yes, it was. Oh, thanks so much. No problem. So did have those fish and chips for you yet? No, not yet. There we go. 8, and there we go. So with 1800 bolts of wool, linen, and room cloth and mage weave, you can craft for days on end. The vendor shuffle for the vendor shuffle So close to 8,000 bolts. Wow. Have you been turning your rune cloth into bolts though, Mushy? You need to keep your rune cloth and your nether weave as not bolts. Keep that as the raw cloth. Which one's this? 56. That was that one. So we need one more and create that one. There we go. Hashtag ad. And 9 fur for the relics. Oh, so you're using the fur for the relics. Okay, I see. Right, now that makes sense. Farmed in Silithus for transmog. Yes, they got 10,000 rune cloth as well. Now the question is, am I going to save it for the relics or post it now in the auction house? Good option. I would say post some now, try to get some sales, and then see what happens after that. And Borak, good afternoon to you. Thorimore is at 15 gold at the moment. People are really banking on the Relic 5 shuffle to pay off. That's expensive though, because 15 gold times, what is it, 5 thorium you need? So that's going to be, what's that, 75 gold for a Relic 5. I think that's way too expensive for a Relic 5, because none of this sells for 75 gold. I mean, with a Relic 5 on, this blue linen vest is 50 gold. So at best, my relic should cost 10 gold at best, I would say, in order to be able to make something out of this, because the crafting cost of this is the 3 bolts of linen cloth. That's 6 linen cloth, 1 coarse thread and 1 blue dye. So that's what I'd be banking on, certainly. I mean, let's look at the for Jack, let's look at the auction house fees for these. I imagine they will be more expensive to post these on. Let's have a look. So deposit is 3 silver, 13 silver, 54 silver, 2 gold 30, 13 gold, and then 15 gold for a blue linen vest 87. That's interesting actually. It does brackets 87 on it, 56, 43. That's interesting. So it's actually listed as one of each, like that. So if let's test this. 10 gold. Create auction. Create auction. Create auction. What will these look like? Create auction. Create auction. Okay, so they're all there with a different item level. And if we were to look and do a search for vest, okay, so there we go. They're all up with the brackets of the item level on them. That's interesting. Is that new? I've not used the old regular auction house in so long, so I'm not sure. Not for the last 6 hours. Before we did it, you were stowing it away. Right, okay. Your service coming up at 5:50 AM or later. What you need to be ready for the work, I imagine, Jazzu. As luck would have it, definitely. They're going to post some now, definitely. Easy to farm and the price is good, so go with it now, definitely. Can I set it on 48? Have a look at those. Let me go through and can I cancel my own auctions? Let's have a look. Go through, take these off. God, it's so cumbersome with the regular auction house. No wonder you never hit the throttle here. I could use my macro here, that would have been useful. Where's my macro? Don't think I've got that on here. We'll ignore that for now. There we go, take those off. Let's find ourselves next to a mailbox. And then go have a look. There we go. Thoughtful love. Didn't know I made resin tables. That sounds brilliant. I'll just have a look just in case it's all okay. Just mute that for the moment. I don't get the link, but the table looks nice. Blue Linen Vest 20, live Blizz auction house. Hold on, did I miss one there? Something, hold on. They all say requires level 7, do they? That was weird. Let me just go to the mailbox. Hold on, my brain's all over the place in a minute. Let me just catch up the train of thought. Pick up loads of all of those. There we go. Is socketed Lich King gear still item level 100? Would have to have a look at that. Requires level... Yes, it is, actually. That's a bug, definitely. It's Vestbeard as well. I swear it's my woodworking. Oh, right, Thought for Love. Okay, because I had it on mute and I didn't see the person. Okay, now I understand. There we go. Yeah, something wrong with the tooltips there. Requires level 7. Binds when equipped. So... Test. We need to test this. Yeah, okay, so it's level 7 with level 50 gear. So we need to copy a character. Let's do... we could do Samadan, but let's do someone who's going to be in the right place. So let's do Hellfire. Hellfire is level 23, so if I copy her over... Okay. Just do a Death Knight, that's level 10. So Hellfire is level 11. So we'll enter here. Or we need to send it over first. Let me just go back, hold on. Ruta Suneko, good evening to you, hope you're doing well. Right, have a look. We need to sort this out.
A new threat rises.
I'm guessing I should have just bought them off the auction house. That would have been easier, but I'll send them over. So let's log out. Now that we have Hellfire here, we go back to Sam 3. And we'll have a look. Okay. I look way healthier, do I? Right, okay. That's good to know. So, send mail. Send all those over to Hellfire. Then we'll log out and go on over. Okay. Does mail take... You can't buy your own. Oh, that's true. But I've got a little mail, unread mail from Sam 3, so it shouldn't take an hour, should it? On the same account it shouldn't. Let's have a look. Go over here. Yeah, let's open all this up. Blue Linen Vests. So, what have you got? This all says requires level 7. So that is... which is the... Let's get the order of these right. That's the Relic 5. 43, 56 goes there. Then the 33. Then the 23. Then the 13. Okay. So let's have a look. Okay. There's an instant, yeah, with the same Battle.net account. So let's wear... Now we should definitely be able to wear this. 7 versatility on our character. Blue linen vest, looks good. 7 versatility. Next one is 16 versatility. Yep. Is that right? Yep, blue linen vest. 33. Okay. Item level 33. And item level 43. Okay, this isn't going to be good. I've got 33 versatility here. Item level 56. It says 45 versatility on it. And then this last one, 87, I can still wear, and it says 62 versatility. Was it only when I put them on the auction house the required level changed? We'll have to test this as well, definitely. Yeah. I also crafted to the max 87 in PTL, no longer 100. Okay, thank you, Kaida. Good to check on this. Thank you. Okay. That doesn't seem right, doesn't it? My versatility is now 22% compared to what I had before, which was 2%. Okay. Oh, it's up. Oh, excellent, Jesse. Not as long at all. There we go. Right, okay. Still very work in progress. Yeah, it's... Well, this is pre-patch time, like we were saying. Okay, blue linen vest. So let's go back, test this out. Any tips on how to get good amounts of gold? Farm rune cloth and sell it on the auction house. Would be a good start, certainly. That and thorium ore, perhaps. That's for right now, certainly. Sam 3. Okay, so we'll do exactly the same. Blue linen vests. Or as Commander Bond says, buy a token. Okay, so back again. Blue linen vest. So requires 7. Requires 50. Okay. Let's create it. It says requires level 50. And once you make it, it says requires level 7. Okay, anything else with an optional reagent on it that is wrong? Is this general or is this something else? So let's look at tie spray linen robe is item level 21. Pop that on, is 87, requires level 50. Let's create this. Stark02, thank you for the follow. That requires level 13 to wear a tie spray linen robe with 31 critical strike and 11 versatility. Okay, there's a problem here, definitely. Determined to make your gold in game. Yeah, it's the best way, really. It's the most fun, certainly. Definitely a bug, I would say. Jack and Bacon Bits, I agree with you on that. Let me just see if we can find some other things. Red linen robe. Let's create that. Yeah, it requires level 5. Okay. Submit bugs. Crafted items with Relic 5. Level requirement when crafted is much lower than tool tip. There we go, definitely. Yeah. Selling the relics solo will make more gold than selling them on gear. Yes, definitely, Jack. The only time, well, unless it's a really good bit of gear, that would be something you could possibly do, like something with sockets or something like that. I don't know if I've got something, something as an example. I'm wondering that people might want, certainly. Yeah, having cloth scavenger is definitely worth it, yeah. Yeah, cloth scavenging is basically part of Wrath of the Lich King in your under your professions. You need to have cloth scavenging here, which is a quest you get as soon as you go to your Wrath of the Lich King trainer. It says only works on Northrend mobs, but it doesn't. It works on everything. Beyond that, it's always done that. It will be available on pre-patch. This will, yes. This whole relics thing. That's why we're kind of looking at it now, because this is the most imminent thing, and there's again another issue with it, certainly. Yeah, there's Pandaren blacksmithing recipes that have gem slots, and there's a lot of the cloth as well. Like if I look at, I'm not sure if I can make many. I need some bolts of wind wool. Bolts of wind wool. Do I have any? I can't make any at the moment. Wind wool cloth. I need to make some more. Don't know if there's any on the auction house. That might be the easiest way. Let's have a look.
Anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
trade goods,
centuries
cloth,
old.
search. No wind wall on at the moment, so we'll have to leave that for the moment.
If you find
But yes, if I
anything
look
exotic,
at the actual
bring it.
recipes for them, under here, under Draenor, Pandaria. Interesting with the with these, with their prismatic sockets and things like that. The Malevolent Gladiator stuff said it crafts with an item level of 87 without any optional reagents, and then the other stuff is item level 52 with then the ability to add an optional reagent. That's interesting. That shouldn't be multiple ones of those, because then that actually downgrades them. 23. I didn't think they were going to do that, but it looks like they might be. Okay, another interesting one there. Okay, let me just exit. No, let's just jump in here whilst that's on in the background. There we go. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, right. Get more bonuses from race or class, or what the 2 best gold-making professions. There are some race class combinations that do get racial bonuses, certainly. If you have the UPG, then you get 400% more cloth from all humanoids in the end. UPG, is that... What's UPG? Rose. Runecroft selling for a lot. You find that from high level zones in Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms. You're done stockpiling mats for socketed gear and swapping out to the Relic Shuffle. I think that might be an interesting one to do here, definitely. Sorry if I've missed anything in chat, it was going fast, rather fast at the moment. Okay. Just got the depleted Carparian Rocket and the World Spinner for 100k each. There were 300 to 350 each before the merge. Wow, that's a big upgrade. Oh, right, okay. Thank you. Uber pretty good. It could be that as well, Jack. Okay, interesting things to think about here. Thank you, Mouse. What do we do here? So it's clearly bugged still, so there's something to fix, definitely. I thought they would have had most of it fixed, hopefully, considering the thing, but they seem to still be having issues. If you have a bunch of alts, then you have the garrison guide. Yes, that's right. We need to go through that, Rose, as well, actually, because I need to do my garrisons. So, right, relic-wise, let's have a think about this. What's going to be cheap to make for cloth at the moment in its current form? What do we have? So shirts we were going through. Not expecting anything on those. Then cloaks, reinforced linen cape. You want anything that's got, I mean that's woolen cloth, and it goes a little bit more. Trousers are usually good. The pants, simple linen pants, uses 1 bolt of linen cloth, no optional reagent on that. The brown linen pants, however, takes 2, and that is going to be from a 5 silver, add a relic on that, becomes 50 gold and 87. So that's incredibly cheap. If you can get your bolt of linen cloth cheap, and you can get your linen cloth cheap, you would say you got your relic for 5 gold or 7 gold, and your linen cloth for 1 gold each for your linen cloth. So that's going to be what, 4 gold, 4 gold plus 7 gold. That's going to cost you 11 gold to make, which gives you a 39 gold profit from that for every one you make, and it's really quick to make. And I could literally just go and make a whole load of these now and sell them to the vendor for a 39 gold extra per pair of pants. So I mean, you've got a lot of room here depending on your price of linen cloth and depending on the price of your Relic 5. Yeah. A nether weave belt, gloves, etc. from Outland. Those could be interesting ones. Let's have a look. Let's go Outland, nether weave. Is there nether weave pants? There's a nether weave tunic. That's bolts of nether weave. That could be quite expensive with the bolts of nether weave. Braces take 3. The belt takes 3. To take that up would get me to 87, which is 24 gold. So your bolts of netherweave are quite expensive, really. Yeah, mage weave or runecloth items would also be good, like runecloth items being like runecloth pants. That's bolts of runecloth. That hasn't got an optional reagent on that one actually. Runecloth boots don't have that. None of these. Bright cloth and frostweave have it. The blue dye for the bolt of runecloth for the frostweave gloves. Pop that on. 23 gold. So there's a few different things there, certainly. Yeah. Okay. What's the break-even price for the linen cloth? It's gonna be expensive, I think. Yeah. Guyzo, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Try to make gold out of the coin with expensive mounts, but then lets us print money this way. I think linen cloth, well, let's look at wool. Wool's the next cheapest, really. That's got all the wind wool stuff in here at the moment, but boots, pants, heavy woolen pants, 5 bolts of wool cloth, add that on, that'll give me 48 gold, and the robes, which is bolts, oh that's 2 bolts of woolen cloth, that's cheap. Green woolen vest, add that on, that goes to 47 gold, and a bolt of woolen cloth is 3, so that's 6 woolen cloth based on that. So yeah, definitely. You want pre-patch tomorrow? God, can you imagine? Good thing Darkmoon Fair is up. Firewater's flying off the auction house. Going to hop back on your main to do some fishing. Good idea. Yeah, use the same relic and mass craft. Green woolen vest is definitely one there. Definitely. Is it even worth it to train professions before Shadowlands? You've chosen fishing, cooking and alchemy, leatherworking, tailoring and enchanting. Those are good professions, certainly. Try having a look at your old world stuff, especially old world leatherworking and tailoring. They could be worth having a look at for this. Yeah, run stockades for linen. I mean, how much linen do you get running stockades? I mean, I'm sure that's probably easy. I mean, how much have I got any linen on me at the moment? I got 134. Let's make that into bolts, because I'm going to need that. Linen, bolt of linen cloth. Let's make that. Then we'll go have a look. No need, need more time. We've leveled 3 alts in 2 days so far. Wow, that's pretty good going. You're taking after me saying definitely. You had to backspace text. Nice language error indoctrinated by Samadan. Realist or post. Oh, what did I miss, Mushy? Hold on. What's the easiest to farm? Yeah. They don't drop any linen. It's wool and silk. Isn't it? You say all day repost this on, relist or post on. Oh right, okay. To repost this on, relist or post on. I kind of think of the interchangeable words, definitely. The best flip for rune cloth when you get a chance. So I think at the moment rune cloth is good for actually making the relics, because you need 5 rune cloth to make a relic 5. So I would definitely be using my rune cloth for that. In terms of doing something else with it beyond that, There wasn't a huge amount that I saw at first glance. Not in your language. Okay, right, okay. I do apologise if it's confusing. It's not saying for sure all the time. Yeah, you tend to pick up each other's words after a while. So should I hoard runecloth and prepare for pre-patch? Yes, or sell it now if you can get a good price for it. Like I rephone you back. Okay, I see. So that would be I will phone you back. Is there a logic that increases the vendor sell deposit cost of gear per relic attached? Like, is there a formula we could apply to it? Not that I know of at this point. So there's all my linen done. I've got plenty of that. Okay, we made the brown linen pants. We'll just vendor those back. Clear up some space. Not that I found, no. It would be interesting to try and work out what it is, though, with a bit of reverse engineering. It seems a little bit arbitrary in some things, yeah. Oh, I call you back. I see, right.
Looking for something specific?
Right, so these are all 50 gold each. These pants. 989, yeah. They are selling for 50 gold each. So you can just make money, 39 gold per pair of pants at that price, certainly. Yeah, they do. It's a confusing language, definitely. Yeah, if in terms of trying to work out what would be good, what we need, we need a list. We need a list of crafting costs and things that take relics. Is going to be the best way to think about this, and then work our way upwards from there. I think I can make the relics from here as well. I need the cataclysm ones. So let's just train those. So these all require cataclysm training 1. So we can just learn all of these and the vanilla ones as well. Have to go to my respective other trainers for the other ones. But at least can get those going. Yeah, spreadsheet time. So I had one started, which is what I was thinking of doing here. So this is kind of like a list of things to do. Yeah. Are the relics tradable? Yes, you can put them on the auction house and everything. It doesn't matter what relic you got them from. So I was thinking of like you put in the price of all your materials, your base materials, and then we start calculating the cheapest relic price out of these, which for all the relic 5s. And then beyond that, we need to then start looking at things that can be made and how much it costs. So, say for example, we were to look at this. What can we actually make? What's the cheap ones we know? This is going. How come this is going to be Make It Live? I don't know. They're doing everything to keep it in. They are fixing bugs, definitely. Yeah. Learning about gold making whilst working out the gym. Ultimate. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Okay, so let's look. Start at the bottom and work your way up. So like linen cloak, reinforce. We don't really need to do everything, I don't think. Let's start with the obvious ones. Although it would be nice to have a list of everything. That does have an optional reagent on it, and get the crafting cost for each of these, because some of these do take rune cloth, like the rune cloth, the cinder cloth boots takes 5 mage weave. Optional reagent for that makes them worth 37 gold. So there's a few different options here, certainly. Yeah. Auctions collected and relisted, 175k to go. Oh, fantastic. Tinsy Pop, lovely to have you here. Did I miss something here earlier? There we go. For sure. I'm not sure, actually, Mouse, with this one. If I'm going to do a video about this, I'll probably release it with it. thinking about how this is going to work, because we're going to... This is a big job going through all of this, I think. Yeah. Is the list on Wowhead still current? That I don't know. Whether they've updated it or not. I'm kind of tempted to just make my own based on what we know here and cross-reference it myself, because I want to pick up all the crafting cost and things like that. Yeah, in American English is worse, definitely. Talking about relics of the past in a gold making stream for weeks and weeks makes me so sad. Literally nothing related with fun of making gold except vendoring items, which literally has no fun. I understand, Metcap. I completely get your sentiment. It's one of those things where this is not how I would prefer to make gold, vendoring stuff. It's not the best way of making gold. The thing that excites me about this, the thing that I enjoy, is actually the discovery of things and the markets changing now. I mean, the fact that we're looking now and we can see the markets changing for base materials, which is really interesting to see. People sort of like buying and selling materials now in speculation for these relics to come. So that's going to be very interesting. You don't think it's going to go live? They've just started looking into it. Yeah, there's still... And things are breaking as they're fixing other things. They fixed the Tuxedo Jacket, but now they've broken the item level requirement. And then that means that your twinks are going to be able to run around with item level 87 gear, which is amazing. Rotterdams, good evening to you. Anyone here who have the Enchanting Trader on the garrison today? If anyone has it, please shout out. Is it due today? Would be the next question I would have. But if anyone does have, please shout out in chat. That uses beta or PTR. Knows there a production version. That way you could get all the data. I don't know, John Levy. I doubt it. Yeah. Just talking about it in general. Wish we could have been talking about interesting things to craft with relics of the past to sell to people. I totally agree with you. That's what I would want relics to be. The problem we have is with them reducing the item level now to 87 from 100, it's pushing it more and more away from that. And I want to see things like twinks and things with lots of sockets being able to be made and selling those to other players. And the fact that we were discussing with Jack earlier about the fact that the vendor sell price goes up so high means that the deposit fees on these things are going to be huge as well. So it's even less incentive to sell these to other players. Yeah, they might have to do something to fix it. Yeah, I want to twink with eye level 87 gear, definitely. I mean, what could you do? Let me just try and break this. So you can make anything with a relic 5 on, and it looks like it's got item level 87 or required level 7. So if we look at what's going to be a good test of this, I might need another character actually. Let's log out. Let's try test Relic Dan again, because I think you can make some gladiators stuff. Estimate 9, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Twinks, will there be any left you can't stop? And Tarantora, love the name. Lovely to have you here as well. Let's go through. Okay, let me have a think about this. This is obviously broken at this stage, but what can we do with it? Crafted gladiators stuff. So the cowl. So this has a couple of sockets on it. How much bag space have I got? Okay, we've got some here. So we can. So if I make the malevolent gladiator stuff, it automatically says item level 87. So if I were to create one of these as a test, now that says requires level 50. So if I make the cowl and add a relic 5 on it and create that, we now have requires, that says requires level 47. So that's correct. So that didn't bug out on that one. Yeah, okay. And how much does it cost to make, say, the pants? Exactly, Mushy. That's the backwards thinking about it, definitely. Max level professional that can be used to level. No, they come at 1 of the profession. I don't know whether you can level the profession with it. I haven't tested that. There's a guide on a new spreadsheet and quite some craftables of it, how to make gold now. Is there one already, Slide? Okay. Twinks are a thing before you could stop XP. You can still stop XP now in beta, definitely. I'll need to check it again since the last update. Too lazy to fix vendor value on those prices, so they just decrease the item level. It said expansion ready with literally thousands of bugs. Yeah, I mean, taking the item level down didn't really affect the price at all, definitely. And the fix for the Tuxedo Jacket ended up taking the optional reagent of it off rather than anything else. Should be required 50, shouldn't it? I think, yeah, this is required level 50, and this actually says requires level 47. Good point, actually. Whereas if I go further down, so if we go to something North Rendy, I have to make some bolts of Frostweed probably. So I have to make something, maybe. We'll have a look. As Azarin Sage, thank you so much for the follow, and Swanso, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Metcat. So kind of you, thank you so much. Very kind of you. Whole of emotes for you, Metcat. Lovely to have you part of the Samadan squad. So on one thing with the relics, do you need a specific profession to craft a relic to use with said profession, or can you, for instance, use a relic created with leatherworking to create a tailoring item? Yes, you can. Once you make the relic, it becomes just a relic, like up here. There's no link to its past at all. So it's very odd, that, certainly. There's going to be a threshold like Shalder Iron Tie Spray. Yes, definitely. For all these old mats, there's going to be someone, probably me or someone else, will work out everything. Sage is fine. Okay, brilliant. So what kind of log on and run around with eye level 87 gear and kill things at level 7? That isn't allowed. No, that's definitely not going to be the way to work, certainly. Seethra has a video on someone in her channel. It's rather detailed on a druid. I had a video from someone on her channel. Let's have a look. Wait for that to come through. Oh, that's speed druids. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what happens with speed druids, definitely. So they nerf relics to items 87. They nerf not just the relics, but everything else in terms of like the gear you craft, like even sort of like the all the sort of like the mop stuff like this used to go up to 100 as a base, and now it goes to 87. And the same with probably the uncanny gear and stuff like that, I imagine. That's based at 87 now. So that's your basic item level squish number as it is at the moment, definitely. That's your way of making gold. Trick is to find the highest item level gear that requires level 50 and then use relics on them. I guess not necessarily, because when you use the relic on it, it will make it into item level whatever it is. It should be 50, but some of them seem to be a little bit bugged at the moment. Let's make a few of these bolts of imbued frostweed. See if we can make anything around this. I'm not sure if there is, like Merlin's robe. Oh, that's okay. That's going to need spell weave, crusader orbs. But look at that. See, that's going to be nice as a twink item. It's got 3 sockets on it. I mean, that's going to be great, certainly. You've used Google to find the answer, but don't understand. What's the reagent bank? So the reagent bank is where you can put all your crafting bits and pieces. It's extra storage in your bank. As Moshi said, the other half of your bank, where you drop raw stuff that you can craft from. It's very, very useful. Yeah, it's expensive as a transmog item, but could this be something you could wear as a level 50? Would be quite nice. Some of these, we've got Ice Web, Spider Silk. Not sure I'm going to get any of that. Black Duskweave Robe. Currently item level 43. But then you get a nice set, you see. And then that increases your intellect and your stamina by a little bit as well. It's mainly the blacksmithing weapons and stuff like that could be interesting. Things that have effects on them. See, this is interesting. I don't know if this is intended, but being able to put any relic on these can actually downgrade these by an amount. And that doesn't change the set bonus. The set bonus is still 6 and 10. And the set bonus here is still 6 and 10. So if there's something like a weapon you can make and downgrade that, let me just have a look at this. Let me just swap back over so I don't go AFK. There we go. And let's try a new El Morte, because we've learnt quite a few new things here. Sulfuron, let's copy a new El Morte out. Europe. El Morte, copy you over. There we go. Want you to test something? Can you craft highest level you can, like 87 in this case? Put it on the auction house and search for all items and sort by item level. So what's the thinking? Is that the item level is going to be different? Let me just make this El Morte 2. There we go. That should work. But can you craft multiple items with relics, or do you have to craft them one by one manually? No, you can craft multiple items, Saltcraft. You just leave the multiple relics in and you can just leave it going. So that's definitely easy. Think of it, all these materials have an impact on other items in WoW. Silkweb is used for making flying carpets. That'll mean that'll get more expensive. Yeah, everything. The base floor is going to go up with this, definitely.
Death Lord, the veil between our world.
Get rid of those. There we go. But where do you import data strings in 410? Oh, they've moved it. It is a bit confusing. So you go to your profession. Oh, not in TSM here. We're in beta. There we go. So you go on to, no, not in the profession. We go into your groups here. And you go to here. So you import in this little icon up here on the top to import your groups. And to export, you select your group and then go to export over here. And Coralin, thank you so much for 10 months of your Prime. So kind of you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Lovely to have you here, as always. Thank you very much indeed. Do they rely on bag space, or do they get sent to your mailbox in your bags? I imagine they would go through into your mailbox like before, definitely, I would say. And Ollie, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. And Nivari, thank you so much using your brand new Prime. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much. I have a whole of emotes for you. Thank you. Did I see they fixed the gun relic thing? Yes, Coralin, I did. So it's now, interestingly, netherweave cloth and not bolts of netherweave cloth, or even bolts of imbued netherweave cloth, which I thought it would be. So that is an interesting change, definitely. Items crafted before the patch will have their item level squished to level 25. So for a level 60 item, wonder if these removed crafted items will be worth a lot to lower level twinks. Interesting. It's possible, yeah. I guess as something that's kind of like something that's fallen between the cracks. I think Darkwing, that's back now, because I was able to, let's just test this out in the new version. I'm going to go over to my new character Hellfire, who's level 11. We'll test it out on her, because I know last time I tried it you couldn't do it on a level 50, but we'll try it on another one as well. When you use a relic on it, does it become soulbound? No, it doesn't. You can still trade it. Right, where am I headed? This way. Okay, let's go around here. Test that by making it on live and then copying it over onto PTR. Yes, good point actually, Rose. And what professions can make the relics of the past? Jewel crafters can't, or enchanters. It's just tailors, leather workers and blacksmiths. You just tried it, okay. It's worth testing. There's a lot of stuff to test here, obviously. We'll do what we can to test it. So my Hellfire here is level 11. So we'll head on over. So last time I tested this, I could freeze the XP, but I couldn't do it on a level 50. So we'll test this again, because that's going to be useful to know. Because a level 50 with EXP locked would be very useful, I think, with everything else, yeah. Oh yes, the timer. You can probably make it a little less now if you want, Mouse. I'm all caught up so far. Right, experience eliminated. I no longer wish to gain experience. 10 gold. So there we go. My experience is locked at this case level 11. Let's try it on a level 50 because we couldn't do it on a level 50 last time. That's the test. So, Bandit Dan. I don't know where I got these names from. There we go. Reported my relic string. Oh, you exported my relic string. I've been buying items if it's under 50%. Didn't I realise how cheap stuff was? Yeah, I got a feeling that it's going to be useful. Okay, so Samadan is... Oops, wrong. You're level 50. Let's go have a look. See if we can lock your XP at 50. This will be a good test. Last time it didn't. Last time I couldn't do it. So let's try it. So here we go. I no longer wish to gain experience. Yes.
See you around. I
can lock my experience at 50. Fantastic. So this is going to be a good twink mark to be. Locking your EXP at 50 and then using relics on lots of this old gear, like being able to buy makes things like this malevolent stuff. So if you go into the Pandaria side of things, or even Outland has a lot of stuff as well, doesn't it? I mean, this has like all these sockets here, the meta sockets, prismatic sockets. There's a load of stuff here that is going to be useful. Robes and tunics, couple of prismatic sockets. Can you use new gems on these items is going to be the question. Okay, so let's have a look. Fellweave raiment. What can I wear as a priest? Classes priest. There we go. So let's make this. So this is a prismatic socket. I've locked my AXP to this. Now we'll go and see if we can buy ourselves some sockets. Hopefully someone's got some. Let's have a look. No, we're in beta now and the EXP guy is still there. How many alts can you have in one realm? You can have 50. Well, 49 if you include your main. So 50 in total. Yeah, so... For the speed druid, the ideal level is 51. Is it, Slide? Right, okay. You can't lock XP in Shadowlands. They announced that. Okay. But I've just locked it in beta. Do you mean actually in the place Shadowlands itself? If I went over to Shadowlands now as Samadan, could I do that? We'll try that. You think when live comes out it'll change? So I want to
at least 2 centuries old.
Item enhancements, gems. Does anyone have gems? So what have we got? Requires item level 50. Kraken's Eye of Strength. Quick Jewel Doublet. Which of these are... I think these are new ones. I'm going to buy one each of these because they look like deadly lava lazuli. They don't seem to have a lot of stats on them. That's got 12 haste. I'll try that. Okay, yeah. It's going to be 31 degrees next week. Ouch. Ouch, I don't want warm again. I like it as it is. It's absolutely fine. Okay, Game Cat, lovely to have you here. Hope to see you again soon. And Karma the New, thank you so much for the follow. Love the name. That's fantastic. Yeah, we don't want that. Might be wrong. He was gone, but then he came back, so I assumed it was a bug. You believe he's gone, but not sure. Right, okay, because he is here in beta, is the thought. So I'm guessing just for 2 days. So hopefully it might be too much. Yeah, 28, 31, 31, 26. Yeah, not looking forward to that. So where's my mailbox? Let's go find a mailbox. Let's try and put these gems on my gear. Where's the nearest mailbox? Dwarven District. Let's go jump down here and pick up our purchases. Right, so can we use these gems? Requires item level 50 for at least these two. The versatile dark opal and the deadly lava lazuli. So let's have a look. Bags. Am I wearing the robe? No, I'm not wearing it yet. Where is it? Dread. Or am I wearing it? That's shoulders. There we go. Crafted Malevolent. Gladiators. Sockets. Close that. Close that. And I'll pop that in there. And that one in there. So that gives us a couple of socket bonuses, an extra 2 versatility, an extra 7 versatility, and another 7 critical strike. We can apply those onto our gear, which now has those. And then you can get, if I got the set bonus, that's going to be useful as well. So if you had, what's the speed gem, then allows you to have every socket that you have, gives you an extra bonus, doesn't it? So you could end up having a lot of stuff. Oh, does it say inactive? Legacy set bonus is inactive. Ah, good spot. Okay, so that doesn't work. Legacy set bonus is inactive. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, something else there. Yeah, no, those are inactive, so at least we can't have that. See, this is what I was hoping for, though. I was hoping for this kind of thing in the relics, so that it would make crafts interesting for new combinations for level 50s. By making things like the legacy set bonuses inactive, you're taking away... I know it could probably break a few things, but it could be interesting, definitely. Yeah, the extra sockets are pretty big, though, if twinking is still a thing. Yeah. That's held. Why's that held? Should be fine. Oh yeah. Do I click allow that? Yeah, exactly. From the speed gem. There we go. There we go. Added that to the permitted. There we go. Yeah, the speed gem was a meta gem, was it? Right. So we could probably find something with that. So there's options here. This is what I like. Do BFA speed gems still work in islands? I don't know, Grimcarl. Yeah, that was a strange auto mod, wasn't that? So, things we can do here. There's lots we can do here. Where do we currently stand with this? So legacy sets become inactive. Some of the things are still bugged in the requires item level, means that a level 11 character can go around with a huge set bonuses. Yeah. So that's broken still. The Tuxedo Jacket is fixed. They've taken the optional reagent out of some of the things. The required level is broken. You can still craft whilst running around. The cast time is set to about 3 seconds for everything. We need to find something cheap though, because this is the thing I'm thinking about with my something cheap you can make. Is going to depend on your how quickly you can get something like linen cloth. So let's test. What's a good test for linen cloth? Is like dead mines good for linen cloth? It probably is, isn't it? Let's go have a look. That's going to be over here. I've locked my item level to 50, so that's going to be easy enough. You already said. What was that, Mushy? Did you have one? Westfall is best. Sentinel Hill. There is a higher spawn at Sentinel Hill. Linen cloth is drama to farm. You can get about 1.2k linen cloth per hour. Okay. You just did 2 runs, got 225 linens. Gonna give Shadowfang Keep a try now. Best is to go for the other cloth. Right, okay, so that would make sense if... the main reason I was thinking of linen is because the number of linen cloth you need is less in order to make something, because it only takes 2 cloth to make the bolt. Once you get to wool cloth, it takes 3 wool cloth to make the bolt. Yeah, there's the stockades in Stormwind. We'll have a look down at Sentinel Hill, see what kind of thing there is here. Scarlet Monastery for silk. Just wanted to buy linen cloth, only 120 on the auction house. Way too lazy to farm. Well, that's what I've been doing at the moment, certainly. You do the knolls here. So there's like all these ones here, isn't there? There we go. That's 5 linen cloth. Oh, they've come back already. Oh, really? That's very easy. Got one there. We've got cloth scavenging on at the moment, obviously. Here they are. They are literally here. Silver. I've never tried this before. Linen, linen. That's another 5 linen. Okay. So this is a hyperspawn. Getting a decent amount of linen. Guards are helping me out, obviously. I've only got these 2 areas here. Poor guards don't even get a chance. Get 3, get 3, 3 at a time. Decent amount of linen. Poor gnolls, I know. With cloth scavenging on. This is not obviously how I'd want to make my gold. I'd find this incredibly boring doing this. I'd rather run dead mines doing this. Where's the third one there? We're getting some extra stuff though, whilst we're doing it. Okay. There's probably even better places than this, I imagine. Don't always get the linen I need. Did I time myself? I haven't timed myself. I'm just literally just ballparking this at the moment. I'm not being too scientific about it. I just want to see roughly how easy it is to get some linen cloth. Because sometimes I'll get 5. And that's going to be a decent amount, yeah. And 4 linen is 1 pair of pants, so that's like 30 gold in 10 seconds. Yeah, exactly. This is going to be printing gold. It's not how I want to print gold. I'd rather be selling this to players. But if I can do this, with a very relatively easy hyper spawn. I think the Murlocs are faster, and the green items you've got as well. Yeah, that's a good point. Thinking about that. If you keep going along the wall behind the inn, there's a few more close together. Is there? Behind the inn, let's have a look. Along the wall behind the inn. Inn's over this side, isn't it? Around this side? Oh, those are all militia there. Behind the inn. Okay, southwest side. Okay, never eat shredded wheat. Over here? Oh yeah, then we've got, what have we got? Oh yeah, we've got loads here. Look at that. So you could easily just run. Loot. Loot. Run. There we go. And Bobby N, thank you so much for the follow. Back and forth. I mean, I'm not a big farming person, so I don't know the best methods of doing these things, but this looks really easy for getting linen cloth. And a decent amount of it at the same time. Okay, can you skin the gnolls? I don't know if you can skin the gnolls. Doesn't say skinnable, but I'm not a skinner, so I don't have it available here. Yeah. A traditioner going for a Silas. What kind of Silas would you like? Kill for a few minutes, then loot. Okay. So I'll just run back and forward. Just grab a few. Swing back lazily. Get into a rhythm of it, I guess. The guard's going to help me out anyway. Because there's like a 2-minute timer or something like that, isn't it? 100 tailoring, jumping down the jumping Namragan and pet pulls on the mobs nearby running along the way. Yeah. Yeah, or a party would be even better. Get the high spawn going, get a few people along here, and then you'll do a 5 minutes to loot if they drop, but 20 minutes if they drop greens. Right, okay. Loot after 2 minutes, yeah. Okay, so we'll do a few here and just have a look. There's a real test here. A Monty Python Silas, okay, traditioner. What kind of Monty Python? I guess the... Are we going Knights of the Knee kind of... there we go, let's just loot this up. See what we get. We get a load of stuff, is what we get. There we go. Well, that was easy. We got some wool cloth there as well. Plenty there. There we go. Speed gear, that will help as well. Yeah. Loot, no loot before 2 minutes. Like 150 is good. Yeah, okay. I mean, in terms of what we've got there, I've got 116 linen. And I think that was mainly from that, because I don't think I had any on me before. Yeah. I shall count to 3 and then have a Silas buff. That's a good idea, actually. I'll do that one. Let me just move this one over. Okay, let's think what I'll do here. Okay. Thou shalt count to 3, and then shall have a Silas buff. 1, 2, 5. Something like that. There we go. No problem, Traditioner. We got a load of stuff there. We definitely did. Not 4, not 2. I can't remember the exact. 3 is the number, is it, totems? Right, it is 3. What is the flight speed of a Silas? African or European? Yeah. So 116 linen is like 30 pants, so just under 1,000 gold. From, what was that? That was what, 5 minutes? Or something like that? Thank you, Rose. Yeah. 6 is way off. Okay. I can't remember, yeah. I can use the I could use the game timer for that, certainly. I mean, in terms of getting linen cloth, this is a good way. Yes, it was, Carolyn. That was a Monty Python, Knights of the Holy Grail. And then, obviously, with that, we would then go and make ourselves... So you've got the bolts of Ember Silk. No. See, Ember Silk farm's not a bad thing to think about, actually. Because you can do that. You can get a decent amount of Ember Silk doing Bastion of Twilight. Do that run 10 times. And then you can make yourself a Spirit Men robe, which is currently, if I add this on, that goes to 87. Oh, that's not a very good price. 25 gold for a Spirit Men robe. And not that one, because that's going to use Volatile Fire. But that's 28 gold. Okay. So not for that. What about the pants? Lava Quake, that's Dream Cloth. That's 1 gold for that. Add that in, goes to 24 gold. So maybe not on the maybe not on this lot. For that 14 silver, add that on. That goes to 23 gold for those. Okay, even weave. No, don't want anything too specialised really. Want easy stuff. It's gonna be vanilla stuff really. Yeah. Because that's how you watch too much Monty Python. Lying in ponds is no basis for a system of government. Yeah, it doesn't vendor for much at all, the Ember Silk ones, yeah. Some call me Tim. There's so many great quotes from Monty Python. Wrath, Kata and Wad all seem pretty poor in terms of actual items to craft rather than relics. Yeah, looking at the stuff here, I'm thinking we're better off like things like the rune cloth headband. That's already... See, that's 35 gold without even putting a relic on it. And that's bolt of rune cloth. Bolt of rune cloth is going to cost me 4. So that's 24 rune cloth. So 24 rune cloth. If you can get your rune cloth for less than the gold, you're making a bit of money on that, certainly. Automod caught that one, but that's definitely fine. Yeah. Frostweed Tunic is 48 gold for the 5. Frostweed Tunic, let's have a look. Frostweave Tunic. Okay, Frostweave Tunic, 5 bolts of rune cloth, blue dye. Add that. Yeah, it's 42 here. So add that on, and it goes to 47. Okay. So that's using up your rune cloth. So if you've got loads of rune cloth, loads of bolts of it, got some rune thread, some blue dye, you could easily make a bit of gold here. I mean, you can make so much gold. I mean, just thinking of this on Samadan with with this linen cloth, there's definitely options here. I wouldn't necessarily do this myself, because I would find it incredibly boring. The same as the making of stuff and selling it, but this will generate gold. So you need to find ways to make better gold than this, ideally. I'm thinking it's going to be in the materials somewhere, something like that. If they laugh, they wouldn't get paid. Just knowing their reactions is real priceless. Oh, really? Yeah. Adam Midders, good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing well. You've been farming woolcloth in Shadowfang Keep today. Ah, yes. And each wolf is 22 fur as well. There is that as well, and takes 5 seconds to catch. So once you got set up with that, you're laughing. Burning Steps Runecloth Farm gives about 1.2 runecloth an hour if done solo. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, definitely. And John, good evening to you, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Lucky to have you here. So this is my thoughts about this. I will do whatever makes me the best gold in the most fun way possible. So if there are ways of making a decent amount of gold doing this, if it's fun enough, I will do it. And it's the same principle with scrapping bracers. I was willing to do it because it was the most efficient way to get me the gold for then to be able to sell my enchants. So it made sense to me to do the whole scrapping of the bracers, and I would condense it down into small chunks of time to do it. What I would do here would be to, if I needed a bit of gold, is to do this, but I would rather speculate in sort of materials and markets, and I'd rather be selling all these things to twink characters than actually making them. What could we make that's decent? I mean, I wonder if there's a way, if we can make these relics with the Cultiran stuff. If we can downgrade, say, is there anything we can make that takes a relic? So let's say the Notorious stuff. If we can downgrade this stuff now, is there a oh, it's Expulsum though. Is there a way we could use a Relic 1 on that? That might be quite interesting. Let's just take a Relic 1 with Sumptuous Fur. And then let's take Uncanny Notorious and put a Relic 1 on it and make it like an item level 23. Is there a reason for selling that to another player? I'm not sure if there is. You'll have to Garrison Quest isn't proccing any ideas. Just created 4 new Dark Iron Dwarf Death Knights as upcoming daily craft tunes. That's a good idea, actually. Use the Death Knights with the level boost at the moment. Yeah. Still going ham with the Ataldazar Tie Spray Farm for the pants. Picked up 200 Dark Moon Firewater for 30 gold a piece the other day. Very nice, very nice. Death Silk Cowl, let's have a look. Death Silk Cowl takes 3 Ember Silk Cloth and add a reagent onto that. That becomes 18 gold. Not a lot, no. Yeah, someone needs to test all the possible outcomes for crafted items with their stats. That's what I'm thinking it's going to take, isn't it, Metcat? Someone's going to have to make a set of everything and see what's going to be useful. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame about the Death Silk. The shoulders are the same. It's all 17 gold. I wonder why these are particularly cheap by comparison. Is this going to be the way it goes? You know, could Blizzard nerf some of the earlier stuff so this isn't quite so expensive? That could be an option. We're looking at 11 there, 14 there, leggings are 23, boots are 18, so leggings are about the best you can get out of that with 3 bolts of Ember Silk. gives you 20. Oh, got disconnected. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's jump back to Al Morte whilst I'm here. Come back into that. Yeah. I don't think they have, Danny. No, that was just on the Death Silk side of things. It's still the same for some of the things like the Azure Silk Vest. It's still the same with the brown linen robe and things like that. So they're all fine at the moment, as far as I can tell. There's just a few things in the mid-range that seem to be a bit odd, certainly. So the base level of those items compared to the vanilla items would be what we need to test on. Let's go back to my WoW and jump into beta and have a look. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Is there looking to be any worthy weapons to craft and vendor this time? We're looking at armor with the relics. I think there could be something to be done with the weapons. Definitely, I've been working on El Morte, and there's probably some things we can have a look at on that front because I can make a few of the things now. I was just going to check something first on Samadan. What was it? It was the item level of those things. So Sam 3, I think. We'll try that one. There we are. So on the new build, they streamlined the cast time to 2 seconds for all else. Yeah, it's about 2 or 3 seconds, I think now. Yeah. So it's not so long, definitely. Yeah, Windwall is going to be an interesting one. I wonder what's the price going to be on that side of things. Okay, Lizelle, lovely to have you here. Hope to see you again soon. Making you cry at the cinematic. Oh, it was a rough one, certainly. I'll have to look at it again. That they would overprice off on the beta PTR so that players live would buy up lots of mats in anticipation, then nerf the vendor sale prices on live. I mean, that's the joy of speculation, really, isn't it? Is you are taking a gamble. It's the same as when you flip items. When do I start making the spreadsheet? Well, yes, I did make a start on it, Duck. I've got to go through a list of all the items, really, more than anything else. We're kind of like just kind of spitballing ideas on speculating ideas at the moment. The Vanilla Mace Annihilator might be a good twink item. Procs a 12-second stun on the target. That does sound good, Johnny Depp, actually. Yeah. Silas will be in stock again today. I haven't checked for Silas yet. It's been an hour, certainly. Or do you mean in terms of the requests? In which case, I think we've probably used our timer of them at the moment. Exalted Anathema, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. You still think they'll nerf the vendor prices? They've got every chance to. I don't know how many weeks we have left. So we were looking at Death Silk, weren't we? Death Silk. Let me just finish off the thing. So this is item level 19 as base, item level 25 as base, 18 as base. But it's not a hugely different. Requires level 16 compared to the earlier stuff like the brown linen robe, which is item level 9. That's at 5. But pop that on it, and it becomes 49 gold with the 3 of that. Brown linen vest you can't do, but the pants is probably better at 2 bolts of linen cloth, which is 50 gold for the pants. So brown linen pants are definitely one of the better ones to do here. Looking at that, so getting hold of linen, coarse thread, and whatever you can do to get your relics cheaply is going to print you gold, basically. Isabasu, I always wondered what's my default material cost for crafting. By default it's something with DB Market, but I don't get why we wouldn't go DB Min Buyout. The reason I don't use DB Min Buyout is because it fluctuates way too much for my liking. It's not a reliable source. I like to add in first brackets smart average buy, comma average buy as my default crafting cost. I can show you here on my TSM settings. Crafting. So what I have is this. So I include the first smart average buy because I use smart average buy a lot because I buy a lot of my materials off the auction house. Isn't the dungeon installment good to farm linen cloth? I haven't heard good things from it from people in chat. I mean, I haven't tried it. so we don't know. I can't say for sure. Yeah, you would think at some point they might nerf the prices, but looking at this is the expensive ones. When you go higher up the expansions, they get less and less cost effective. I mean, things that use wool cloth are probably going to be decent, like blue overalls. That's 4 bolts of woolen cloth. No, green woolen vest is the good one. Green woolen vest, 2 bolts of woolen cloth. A bolt of woolen cloth costs 6. So green woolen vest gives you 47 gold for that. So 47 gold for your woolen cloth is pretty decent. You have to then take your price of your woolen cloth, divide it, take your price of that, take the relic price off, say that's 40 gold, divide that by 6, and that gives you your price per wool cloth. Then go back onto your character and see what price wool cloth is at the moment. I mean, I would be basically just turning a lot of my stock into gold at this point and see what happens. Yeah, too many elementals in there now, and it's more wool cloth, but not much exactly. Yeah. If you're going to farm linen in a dungeon, you say Dead Mines is a lot better than Shadowfang King. You've only got 76 linen during my 2 runs there. It's not a huge amount, is it? Looking at that. You're expecting DB min buyout to always be a sane value, but an item that normally sells for 15 silver might have a min buyout of 10 million from someone just trying to make a quick buck on someone else who didn't check the price. Yeah, it can really mess with your prices, DB min buyout. It varies so much. Yeah, which is why I shop for cheap materials to reduce, as Metket said. That's what I do. So, let's think of some items that we need to make. Let's look at the spreadsheet again. So, Relic of the Past. We need to look at, well, if you're going to ever do anything with imbued Frostweave, because the tailoring, let me put a line in here, into a row above. So if we look at Wrath of the Lich King, it requires Bolt of Imbued Frostweave, and Imbued Frostweave is, let me just have a look, what does it need? Is it Infinite Dust, isn't it? Imbued Frostweave, Bolt of Imbued Frostweave needs Infinite Dust, yeah. So if I look at this, and I'll need to look at Infinite Dust price on that, and then I'll need to go through my characters and look at the price of each of these, then use that to make a relic price based off of all the price of these, because this all uses 7 of each of those, so I'm going to have to copy that and pop that in there on everything here, then do the calculations for those. Then once we go through that, oops, then we need to go through and work out what's going to be useful. Like, for instance, what did we see here? Easy ones. So the brown linen pants. Brown linen pants. 2 bolts of linen. Optional reagent for that takes it up to 50 gold 80. So we need to look at this and then look at some optional crafts here. Say, let's look at brown linen pants. What does it require? 2 times bolt of linen cloth and 1 times coarse thread, and the final relic price would be what's that, 50.803 is the price vendor sell, something like that. Would be kind of a list that I would make up, and then I could work out profit or something like that based on that. Is Wildhead broken on this one? Okay. What else did I miss? There's a whole load of stuff I missed whilst I was typing that out. Is Spirit of War good for any crafts in Shadowlands? They seem to go up in price all the servers you're on. I'm not sure about the Spirit of War, I'm not sure. Drops a lot more wool than Dead Mines though. There's a lot of RP and Shadow Pancakes, which takes longer to run as well. Yeah, you've got to watch out for those as well. Yeah, I think linen is the best option here, looking at this. That's the main thing. Reagent 4, yeah. Yeah, Dead Mines as a Demon Hunter wouldn't take too long, potentially. Isabasu, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. Also on a side note, did I catch the new Afterlives video earlier today? We did. We watched it live on stream at the beginning. It was lovely. Adam really liked it. Very sad. Okay, Jazu, lovely to have you here. I hope your work goes alright. Yeah. Formatting. You're going to have to do a lot there, definitely. So, best options you found so far for crafts: Azure Silk Pants, Black Mage Weave Leggings, Brown Linen Pants, Crafted Dreadful Gladiators Mooncloth Leggings, and Frostweed Tunic, Woolen Vest, Netherweed Pants, Thorium Leggings. Linen's by far the best, because not have enough compared to the amount of relics you can make. Yeah, that's the thing with the other ones. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste your text, Grimkel. I'll use that in my spreadsheet if you don't mind. There we go. I'll keep that there, just so I've got a list of them. Let's just merge that cell and take the black off. I'll make my text black. There we go. What am I missing there? I need to make that cell bigger, I think. Just want to be able to see the whole thing in one go. Probably do it as a note or something, unless it made it even worse. There we go. At least I can see it. There we go. Yeah, Mage Weave is also good. Did I look on the URL? I didn't scroll back up on that one. Hold on. Let's have a look. Reagent 4. Shadowlands Wildhead Reagent 4. So this is Relic Fast Reagent 4. So that's oh yes, that list of everything there. So how many pages are there? There's a huge number of pages for that. That's the main problem, looking at that. Interesting, Azure Moonstone Ring has something on jewel crafting stuff. So I wonder if there's anything jewel crafting and things you could possibly make. Interesting, Mushy. Yeah. I think selling herbs is better than using them yourself for inscription and for alchemy. For say 550 in 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah. If Tuxedo Enterprise were left in, do you think people would have been banned for using it? I'm surprised how many people were stocking up for it, looking to use it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got banned for that, certainly. Mage Weave is also good. Black Mage Weave leggings. Yeah, that was in the list, wasn't it? Yeah, Black Mage Weave leggings. Yeah. Yeah, I think you definitely would, certainly. Okay, Oreo, good night. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, on release for the herbs. Yes, I think it might be better to sell them straight away and then buy the herbs when the price drops later. Yeah, I mean, I would be slightly worried about this linen cloth, considering how quickly I can get linen cloth from those knolls, and then I can make brown linen pants, and then I can just turn this into something. Hope the old potions will be viable again. That makes the old world herbs and alchemy interesting as well. It does slide, yeah, and it's a shame that they've nerfed a lot of those, certainly. Mana Mist Mantle. Oh, that's interesting. For the Mage Weave, is that? Okay. Vendor price of the rings and necklaces mostly do not seem to change from the base vendor. Legion ones do increase, but can't see it being worth a prospect value. No, probably not, because ores traditionally are fairly expensive compared to everything else. I wanted to look at blacksmithing whilst we had the new El Morte. Let's have a look. El Mote too. I didn't realise I missed the R out. Okay. So in terms of this, we want to look at what items we could make. Not just, well, things that are going to be useful to players is going to be definitely useful. I'd like to see that. But looking at this in terms of blacksmithing and optional reagents, if we go back to, I guess, the early stuff, weapons, what can we have that's a weapon that's probably going to sell for quite a lot? Thorium helm? I guess thorium bars, star rubies are quite expensive. No optional reagent on those. Steel, green iron. Iron's kind of expensive. It depends on the price of copper as well, I guess. Copper can be quite expensive, looking at that, but we need a weapon. Let's find things like huge thorium battle axe. That's currently just base 83 gold in its current state. Dark iron pulverizer. Ah yes, so this is the one that stuns the target for 8 seconds. Now if you can take this and put a relic 2 on it. Let's make some relics. Can I make some relics? I'm probably going to have to go learn some relic. Can make a relic 5 out of my fell slate. Okay, so let's create some. Let's just create a few of these as we're there. There we are. So open world farm spots across all expansions for cloth, not just dungeons. I can name 5 amazing windwall farms top of your head. This is going to be this is what I'm excited for, Will, actually, is these extra farm spots. Right, let's cancel that. Let's make some single ones. Let's start with that. So there we go. Adamantite cleaver. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Look out for that one, Mushy. Okay, so we then go there. What was the cleaver? Let's have a look. Adamantite cleaver. So that's 76 gold using adamantite bar. Add a relic 5 on it. It goes to 88 gold. So not a huge difference really. Looking at that. But the one I was... Where was the one I was on? Blacksmithing down here, blacksmithing plans, weapons, belts, weapons, dark iron pulverizer. So that stuns the target for 8 seconds. If you can stick that on an item level 23, requires level 15. What's the next one? Requires level 25. So we can do that. What do I need? Some dark iron bars and a heart of fire. Could that be something useful? I wonder. What do the different leveling relics do? Just different eye level, yes, basically. And Phantom Blade. We can have a look at that one. Can't make it myself yet. I'll have a look in Phantom Blade. So that decreased the armor on the target by 43 for 20 seconds. Can't stealth or turn invisible. So yes, you can put an optional reagent on it. I can't put one on to test it because I don't have the actual plan learnt yet. But I need to do that. Yeah. VA's Siand only? I think I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Banking the cloth or turning it into bolts. I would keep some of the cloth as it is, especially netherweave and rune cloth, and linen cloth and wool cloth. Well, actually no, the linen cloth and wool cloth you could probably turn into bolts. The rune cloth keep hold of. Yeah. Looking forward to levelling an alt through Pandora. Never played it when it was live. Never blasted through it whilst you're levelling alts. Yeah, it'd be nice to actually go through it properly. I'm looking forward to that, definitely. If you have unlocked Darkland Dwarves and Keltiran on your alliance, if asked a faction change, would you also unlock the Horde side? I'm not sure if it works that way, Exalted. See, I think the overall idea of relics is interesting, but the way Blizzard is implementing them right now makes no sense. I'd want to craft and sell on the auction house, but the high posting makes that unattractive. Exactly. The high vendor price makes the high posting unattractive. And the fact that they've squished the item level down to 87 means that's going to be a problem as well. We need a cloth command. I think so. yeah, I don't think the average player is going to buy relic gear at all, really, looking at this, unless there is a specific combination. What happens to Island Expedition and the gear pieces, by the way? Can you solo farm it in Shadowlands for gear? I don't know, Obin. It's not something I've tested. Majestic Pickle, love the emote. Lovely to have you here. Am I lagging or are you dropping frames? Let me have a look. What's my OBS doing? It's not saying it's got any drop frames here at the moment. Oh, it's cleared up. Must have been odd. Yeah, amazingly you've got hundreds of all the cloth already sitting in your current mains bank. Yeah, there's a lot I've got. I mean, Samadan has a lot. Let me just go over to Samadan, just see where we're at on that one. We have been hoarding a lot of cloth. It stuttered for you as well, did it, Will? Maybe it was just a little internet hiccup. You've got thousands, Mushy, yeah. I mean, if the crafting time of the relics is less now, and the crafting time of things like the linen pants isn't too bad, I could see people easily doing this on a second account. Yeah. You transfer your druid to Horde to get the Zanzalari troll. You just had to do the starting quest chain in Zanzlar. Oh, right, okay, Wickedlin. So you do get the respective one related to it. What have we got here? So we've got a load of stuff. I was going to look at my relic. Just check the prices of relics on Shadow Song at the moment. So things are looking more expensive now. Not a lot underneath a gold. Interesting, those bolts of mage weave are 2 gold. How many did we say? A bolt of mage weave. Mage weave requires 6 cloth, doesn't it? Crafting cost is 4 mage weave cloth. So that actually at 2 gold makes it 50 silver per mage weave. So I'll take those. Looks like someone didn't price those. And then linen cloth at a gold. See, linen cloth at a gold I think is a good price. I mean, I've got 12,000 with an average, smart average buy of 73 silver. So I would take the ones at 76, certainly. And the same with thorium bar. You can make them into, I mean, I guess sumptuous fur is better, but it's a bit more pricey. Yeah. Stop spending. Sorry, mouse. But I've got gold coming in, it's alright. We're okay. I just keep spending. Still think the big gold makers will be the crafted legendaries. You can quote me on that. Yeah, I think the ultimate sort of like this is for the scraps. This is for all the stuff to do in pre-patch. When it comes to Shadowlands and everyone is rushing to get to their endgame gear, there's going to be stuff there to do, definitely. I think you're on a good, you got a good point there, Will. How people can brainstorm to make a small amount of gold. Exactly, Metket. I think so. It's a lot of time making these into things, isn't it? So 12,000 linens like 3,000 pounds, so that's about 500,000 gold. Yeah, that is quite a lot actually. Yeah. Okay. Does my wife play WoW? She did for a little bit. We got up to level 105 each. Did the whole recruiter friend for a while. That was whilst we kind of like before I went into full-time streaming and whilst I still had my job and we had a bit of time between us. It was good fun to play together. But she's always been in the background. She's the one that can advise me on a lot of things that make sense to her logical brain. So she's been incredibly supportive throughout. Youngest woke up with a sore throat and a cough. School won't let attend with those symptoms, so no work for you or school for him. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jazu. I hope they feel better soon. It's a very tricky time at the moment, definitely. The soul ashes you get from that's what you get from Torghast Tower, isn't it? And then you need that to craft all the legendary stuff. Yeah. What did I work with before streaming? I did 3D graphics, basically anything to do with 3D and art on the computer, from games, film, commercials. I've kind of done loads and loads of stuff over the last 25 years. Still do a lot of 3D stuff now and do a bit of WoW 3D related stuff as well. And Curve, good evening to you. General thoughts about the relics of the past? We've been spending the whole evening brainstorming and talking about them. I think I like the idea of them. I'm slightly disappointed in the way they've been implemented, in that the only real gold coming out of this is going to be doing vendor shuffles. I would prefer to be selling stuff to other players, but with the price of things at the moment, and with the item level of things and the things like the legacy sets, the only things I can really see coming out of this to other players is going to be twink items that have certain, like weapons that have certain procs, or certain armor sets that have a good number of gem sockets that you can then turn into something good. So nice idea, bringing back old world stuff. Very exciting to see what's happening with the markets, with materials right now. That's really good fun, speculating in these. So overall, I like it. Grimble Mo, thank you so much for the follow. Anything you might have seen? I don't know, did you see the new Robin Hood film? I worked on that. Or if you played some old games like Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet, I worked on that. I actually worked on Path of Exile way back. I animated the Moa creatures. I did that. You have to go into the past to listen to the Relics of the Past discussion. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely need to keep an eye on relics at the moment. There's something. Do the shuffles still work? Is there a best shuffle? There's a number that are coming out at Grimmelmo at the moment. Things to do with like the brown linen pants, or various other ones that we've got notes of here. So there's going to be a few other ones definitely. Here's I worked on something Warhammer previously. Yes, that's right, Grimcart. I worked on Warhammer Online, the original version of the MMO, before that got canned. I did animation on that. So yeah, I've been involved in a lot of stuff over the years. Lots of sort of in-game animation, cutscene animation as well. Enjoyed a lot of that. Props modelling. Did a lot of technical stuff recently. So there's loads and different things I did. TSM broken server connecting for 15 minutes. Is it, Darkwing? Oh. And Jasu, thank you so much for your sub. That's so kind of you. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. Oliver Moats for you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. I like what you played of Warhammer Online. Yeah, I don't think I wasn't involved in what actually got released. So what I was involved in was like really early days stuff. Yeah, kill it off and restart it. It might work. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I have to necro the video from Robin Hood on Discord. I think I can probably find what I did in the trailer. Hold on. Let me have a look. This might take a little bit of sleuthing. Hold on. Robin Hood trailer. Not that one. That one. Okay, bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to see if this actually works. Got to skip the ads and stuff. It's all muted. Hold on, let me just pull this down as well. It's fairly... Lots of stuff happened. Hold on. Alright, let me just bring this over. We can see this. We can see the trailer at the same time. Hold on. I've never seen the film. Not actually watched it. Shooting things, lots of arrows. He never really actually fired the arrows. We put all the fake arrows in. That's what you never see. Lots and lots of stuff. Hold on. Lots of shooting. It's really, really minor. When you see it, you'll be like, what? You spent days doing this? Actually, probably spent 1 day doing it. But hold on. Let me see if I can find the bit. Lots of people smiling, doing stuff, dancing. Then it's a long trailer. Oh, here we go. There's some extra stuff here. He lands, runs through the treasure house. Does a few things. Have to find all those smoke trails were done, all CG. Yeah, oh, there it is. Hold on. Pause. This is like tiny. The tiniest thing. Hold on. Let me make this bigger because you're going to need it full screen to be able to see this. Okay. Right, are you ready for this? Okay. This scene where this guy is stabbing down with his spear. He comes down here, and look at this spear. It's going to hit this bit of ground here. Oh, and a whole lot of rubble comes out. I made that. That rubble. I animated that and made that go down. There you go. My contribution to Robin Hood. Best rubble ever. There you go. I mean, it was great working on a film. It was really good fun. I must say that was a lot of fun. I did more than that. I did a load of smoke trails and things like that. But that was Samadan's rubble. There you go. I was the rubble guy. I was the rubble guy and the crossbow bolt person and smoke person. So there's a lot of stuff where you see smoke trails coming past crossbow bolts as they go through all the dust and things like that. There's a lot of stuff there. You have to call me Barney from now on. Rubble emoji coming up next. I should probably do that, definitely. As a former film major, that's so cool. Sam Rubble. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun, definitely. Rubble emote requested. Yeah, we'll have to put that on the list. Earlier, I'm not sure if I missed it. Perhaps. Sorry if that's the case. Said I'm a full-time streamer. That's a surprise. Most full-time streamers need to stream 8 hours daily to make ends meet. I balance it off between doing. Kind of like I do streaming and I do YouTube and I have my Patreon, and they're all multiple ways that different people can support me in different ways, and I am working to make that work as well as provide as much content in as wide a variety of audiences as I possibly can. So that's kind of like the two-way system, certainly. Thank you, Mouse, for the links. Silas Rebel. Is there an error with the gold? It's supposed to say 5 gold 70 and which one? The post on the relics, there was an error with the gold. It's supposed to say 570 and it says 510. Maybe it's changed, Dijustified. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Oh, you muted Samadan bot. Oops. Yeah, it is a lot of work. There's a lot more that goes into it. It's a team effort as well. Me and my wife work on the whole content creation side of things. She's my rock, my sounding board, and everything in between. Discouraging starting to get into that market. Sometimes massively undercuts. Yeah, it can happen, certainly, with a lot of things. Have a joke about the role. Don't know if it would come across well. Probably best not then. If you're not sure, Matt, probably best avoided. Definitely. You're never sure how people can take text. You miss the context when you're talking. Certainly. You turned your competition crazy. Oh, did you, Mushy? Right, I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to buy here. I'll just be spending for spending's sake. And I've already got a load of stuff I bought earlier. I still bought some nether weave and some frost weave and some silk. Okay, let's just take these purchases actually. We need to pass these on. Oh dear. Sorry mouse, I've been spending. It was just a bit, honestly. There we go. Let's send this on over to my extra storage person. There we go. And pick up the rest of the extra ones that I've still been buying. And we'll send those over as well. There we go. I've got some recipes to learn here as well though. That could be interesting. Oh, that's blacksmithing. Already known. Already known. Oh, these are ones I don't need actually. Those are spare. Yeah. Yes, it is Darkwing. It's been amazing chat through everything to do with relics. I'll start working on a spreadsheet as soon as I have some time over the next couple of days. See if I can get something together in time for Sunday. If I can't, I'll just update something else in the meantime. But we'll definitely be discussing more about relics. Maybe have a look at them tomorrow as well. So I'll be streaming tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be early morning for all of you in the NA and afternoon for everyone in EU. So we'll be able to see people there. I don't have a command for the latest series actually. The video is the latest one, but I haven't updated it with the latest one on sniping, so I still need to do that one as well. So Friday tomorrow, 11th, no, 1 PM UK time, so hopefully I'll be able to see you then. Shall we see if anyone is on that we can throw a raid on over to you. Thank you everyone who has hung out tonight, it's been absolutely amazing. Let's have a look at shall we see how Persephone's doing on here. Let's go throw her a host on over. Haven't thrown her a raid in a while. Oh, that's just gone weird. Let me just wait for that to come through. That's not working either, so let me just copy that. There we go. And then we can check this. Go back there. There we go. You want a sort guild tab before I raid? Okay, I'll do one for you. Hold on. Let me just run and do that. There's a reason why I don't put my stream VODs on YouTube anymore. They are separate, Emerald Gamer. They are on a separate channel, so they're still happening. You need to go to streams, and there's a second YouTube channel called Samadan Streams. So you can use that one. Okay, let's find... I mean, these are looking quite neat. If all that's not looking neat. Let's just sort that one for you, mouse. Here you go. The messy one. That's definitely a messy one. We'll do that one for you. Whilst that's going, we'll set the raid off. Slash raid. And just paste that in. There we go. Thank you, everyone, for a lovely stream tonight. I really... That is very disorganised, Mushy, I must admit. There's all sorts of weird stuff in different places here. I have no idea what I was doing for that, certainly. I've got some... I have got some ice web spider still there, though. That could be useful for later, perhaps. I just throw everything in there, definitely. Yeah. Okay, let's throw a raid over to Persephone. Good night, everyone. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. It was lovely to have you all here. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, or on Sunday, if not then. Until next time, we'll raid Persephone. Send us some love. Thank you all, and good night and farewell. Okay.